What is good, chat? Oh, I'm messing up my table here. How are we doing today? Welcome to another show. All right, guys, if you haven't yet, just go ahead and smash that like button right now because we are about to be talking about some crazy stuff going on in this space. And by crazy, I mean Tai Lopez. We all know who Tai Lopez is. First things first, can y'all hear me real quick? Can y'all hear me okay? I hope y'all can hear me. We're going to get with the show because StreamYard says we're good. So let's get it. All right. So Tai Lopez is in the news again. And for those of you guys who aren't familiar with Tai Lopez, you're like, who? Who is this nigga? I'm going to tell you right now, he is a very big deal. Matter of fact, some can say he is the whole reason this entire massive wave of Redpill, at least the style of Redpill, the way they market it with the course selling and all these different things like that, right? That all came from him. He is basically the granddaddy before Rollo Tomasi. It is Tai Lopez, all right? And what's even crazier is Tai Lopez used to be in the red pill, but a lot of people didn't know that, right? And by red pill, I mean in terms of like starting scam dating companies and defrauding men on that and building his empire before going into the social media marketing game. That's Tai Lopez, all right? So he is the OG when it comes to scamming and social media marketing that has ever been out there, okay? And for those of you guys that didn't know before, and now you did. Now, for those of you guys who are like, okay, I know who Tai Lopez is. He's one of those internet guru marketers. So what's going on? Why? I thought his career was done. I thought he was over with. I thought he flopped. I thought he was out of here because all these newer scammers coming in and using his model and taking over the game. We thought he was washed up. Why are we even talking about Tai Lopez? It's because, listen, where do other washed up scammers go when they have nowhere else on YouTube to really get some shine, right? Well, you first grift into the red pill, all right, and then you find Fresh and Fit. That is the only way your career would get a second win. So these guys are good for something. They are good for helping people who shouldn't, have careers, or we should just probably let their careers just die as naturally as it did. All right. They don't deserve a revival. But yeah, Tai Lopez is one of those guys. So for over 10 years, this guy has been shilling internet marketing scams for a while, and a lot of people bought into it, right? One of the most famous one that actually blew him up was the Here in My Garage right here. You see this Lamborghini? All right, I read a book a day. Like, come on, bro. He's like, look at this Lamborghini, but also check out this little wall of libraries that I have or books that I have in my garage/library, which is like, huh? What? But no matter what, it was very successful. Why? Because at that point, Tai Lopez was hitting on something that a lot of men were craving for, all right? Instant access to wealth that, it comes easy, right? So easy, it's a step-by-step format all packaged up and sent over to them, right? And here comes Tai Lopez saying you can get rich for however many dollars if you follow his course. This guy was basically the Andrew Tate before no one even knew who Andrew Tate was, right? That's who this guy is. All right. For a while, he made a shit ton of money for doing that, right? And he found his way into multiple different grifts. Matter of fact, there's a great video here. Shout out to King of Nothing. All right, King of Nothing is the goat out here when it comes to exposing a lot of these people. But he did a couple videos on Tai Lopez that we're gonna react to just to get a little smidge of who this guy is, just in case you guys, need a little bit more context to understand. Okay, and then we'll get into the appearance of Fresh and Fit, which, speaking of, is very interesting because the last episode we covered about Fresh and Fit. What were they talking about? They were talking about how they were the realest motherfuckers around. All right, they were, so real that they're here for their audience members. Okay, they are here to protect their incels. Okay, they're not here for money. All right, not like the whatever podcast guys. Yeah, those guys, they're out for your money. Yeah, they out to take your money. But us, me, Myron, and Fresh over here, okay, we not out to get your money, even though we're limiting the amount of super chats to $20 and up. Or I'm sorry, $50 and up now. But we're not about the money, even though we're selling penis pills to other people. We're not about the money, even though Fresh Prince CEO is charging $3,000 an hour just to talk to him. What kind of sense does this make? I'm sorry, I'm about to lose my mind, chat. I'm about to lose my goddamn mind. Who pays Fresh Prince CEO to $3,000 for a phone call? My man could barely speak properly, and you paying him $3 to speak to you? How does that work? That don't make any sense. So these guys are legit scammers, and you could tell they're nickel and diming every single way they can with their audience, using the most obvious way possible, which is sex, because obviously sex sells. But you go ahead and throw that to those incel bozos and see if they'll listen to you. They like to delude themselves to believing that no. We're not here for just the women or sex or anything like that. No, we're here to get real life-saving information from Myron, because Myron is saving our lives right now and helping us build our finances. That's why he will never lead us astray. That's why he invites scammers to his platform, so he can do just that. Not lead you astray, you bozos, right? And Myron even bragged about it when he was trying to start a beef with whatever podcast, right? You're sitting there talking about how you're here for the real people, right? You don't like the fake shit anymore, and you want to really help people and things like that, and yet you platform guys like the Sinner, who's the most unloyal fuck I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, your platform MLD, who for allegedly bashing women over the head with a glass bottle. Mr. Endure, go figure, can't even endure a 5-minute conversation with Angela of all people, which is like crazy to me, because you seem really comfortable in the chat talking shit about her, and then when you met her in person, it seemed like you had retrograde amnesia. What did I say to you? Who was that? What show was that? What chat was that? You sure that was me? You sure that was me? I didn't say that. When, right? And my boy had amnesia for some reason when Angela was right there, right? You platform him, but what makes it even worse is that the people you've been platforming, they all backstab each other and don't like each other while claiming that you're a loyal person and you guys value loyalty. Now, speaking of which, in comes Tai Lopez, the most unloyal, unscrupulous, probably piece of shit you're probably gonna run into ever, right? And we should have probably let his career die. This guy is probably responsible for scamming thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands of men that signed up to his various dating apps that he had. Oh, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know Tai Lopez used to have a bunch of dating apps? Oh, yeah, that's how he got money. Yeah, when he first started, right, he started making a lot of these dating apps. And these dating apps were basically, some of these generic dating apps you see that come out, and what they would do is they'll send you all these push notifications, right? Oh, hey, someone liked you. Go check them out. Oh, hey, this person matched with you. Go check them out, right? You see those push notifications. Some of you guys who have Tinder, I don't have that shit no more. Tinder's so weird for me now. It's out of here, right? And some of these dating apps too. It's just whatever. But you know what I mean, right? So you get on Tinder or you get on the Tai Lopez dating app, and you're trying to see who the hell was swiping on you and who likes you, right? You're trying to find out all that information, and then wham! Turns out you can't see it because it's all behind the paywall, and you got to pay Tai Lopez, not Tai Lopez, Tai Lopez's company, more money to be able to view whoever liked you. And when you actually end up investing more money into the account, what ends up happening is you find out that those women were never real. They were just bots. Matter of fact, I mean, to a certain extent, all Tinder or social media dating apps, they do this to a certain degree. But Tai Lopez knew he had zero product whatsoever. He just brought a legit scam to market and ripped off a bunch of people. All right. And it gets worse. So we're going to let my man, King of Nothing, explain all of that. But yeah, this dude was in the Redpill. He started off his scams trying to, dupe a bunch of desperate men. It just makes sense that he finally comes full circle after we watched his entire internet arc from rise to higher heights to downfall, right? He's made an entire full circle, and it's only fitting that he ends up back on Fresh and Fit, right? Why not? It makes sense. You started by scamming a bunch of men, and you end by scamming a bunch of men, but this time you're grifting into the Redpill. So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you, the Redpill's newest grifter, Tai Lopez. We're about to play that video right now. Now, chat, don't forget, we got to get to the sponsor. We got to get to the sponsor of this show. And the sponsor of this show is the YouTube like button. Okay, so if you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and smash it right now. All right, smash it like you about to I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, bro. Hey, listen. I was going to make a Zerka joke. I'm sorry. But it was going to be too sus and funny at the same time. But here's the thing. Listen, bro. Hey, let me stop. Let me not go there. But listen. Smash the like button. All right? Otherwise, you don't want... Yo, Zerkum, dog. Your career's over with that one. But go ahead and hit the like button, okay? Because this show is sponsored by you. All right, so go ahead and smash it right now, and let's go ahead and get to it.
Buffett says, "The more you learn, the more you earn."
You know what, Ty? The more I learn about you, the more depression I earn in my life. If you've been on YouTube as long as I have, I'm sure you already know who Tai Lopez is. He's solely responsible for selling more subscriptions to YouTube Premium than YouTube itself.
Here in my garage, just bought this
right
new Lamborghini here.
Right here.
Fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills.
The greatest advertiser of ad blocker in the history of mankind. He's the king of courses, and in my opinion, the greatest grifter to ever touch planet Earth. And he's
heard that? The greatest grifter to ever slap the face of North America. Okay, maybe not word for word, but still, okay? It makes so much sense that he's on Fresh and Fit, which is also the biggest grifting platform we've ever seen out there, all right? They might claim they're genuinely here for men, but realistically, them 19 real estate properties that Myron got off of y'all backs, it says a lot differently, not done it.
To suck every single penny out of your bank account and into his own.
Sometimes you gulp a book, sometimes you deep throat it, let all that knowledge juice just guzzle inside you.
So today we're going to be taking a deep dive into Tai Lopez, take a look at his past that he doesn't want you to know about, how he ultimately became rich by telling other people how to get rich, expose all of his crypto and NFT scams, and also talk about some of the positives of his message as well. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. Fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills.
If you've ever had the pleasure of watching one of Ty's videos or listening to him on a podcast, despite how much he loves talking about his past on a farm or living with the Amish, you'll notice he almost never talks about his past in the online dating scene. He'll always brag about the fact that he's been an entrepreneur since he was 19.
I mean, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 19. I've been doing stuff but more behind traditional business.
But the only reason why he never mentions his past in online dating is because he used to scam people using these online dating websites, and it eventually got so bad to the point where I'm guessing he had to leave the business as a whole. He even makes sure to not mention any of his confirmed past in the online dating scene on his LinkedIn account. You see, Tai used to own a company called Elite Global Dating LLC, and according to my source, which I'll leave a link to in the description, it's alleged that Tai's LLC used to use very similar templates and themes.
Whoa! Look at all these, look at all these websites he was using to scam people, dog. Listen, okay, I know men have had it hard, all right? We've had it hard, okay? But it isn't it isn't just the Western women that are holding you down right now and preventing you from being successful. It's these guys. Look at this nonsense. He's got what? Wait, let me look up this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different websites just to scam a bunch of dudes, to make them believe that women actually cared about them. I would say some dude who was doing this type of scam with 15 different dating websites, and then come to find out none of them were real. They were just built to siphon money off of men. This guy is worse than Andrew Tate. No. Whoa. I can't believe I said that. No. Andrew Tate is on the trafficking side. He's even worse. We're not even going to make that comparison. He is a step below Andrew Tate. He was Andrew Tate before Andrew Tate got there, but let's just make it clear, okay? This guy is a step below, because this is crazy. And yet, Fresh and Fit, you allow this. Myron, you Homeland Security, what was your research at? Why couldn't you find any of this before you let him on your show? I thought you cared about the boys that you pandered to, right? I thought you cared about these incel boys. I thought you really genuinely here. What's all of that about? Saving kids? Saving kids is one thing, okay? But saving you incels? Buddy was out here crying, okay? You shed a fake tear, all right, so you can get your stupid incel audience to believe that you actually give a fuck about them, right? You can go as far as to compare yourself to other podcasts that are doing the exact same thing as you, but beating you in success and calling them lames and frauds and not out there for men's interests. Meanwhile, Fresh out here charging $3,000 for what? To talk to him? Nigga can't even speak properly. So Byron, I gotta ask you this question, because now we going at your integrity and character, all right? And I think the incels who are watching this, please don't hate right away. Don't hate on me right away. Just listen to what I'm saying. Does it make sense that they would invite someone like Tai Lopez, okay, with who's proven to have 15 different scam dating sites, okay? Would if they knew this and they cared about you, would they let this guy on? And the fact that they did, what does this tell you about their character? I don't think they care. Realistically, I think they paid Tai Lopez to be there. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. That's just how it's gonna work, dog. It just doesn't make any sense. But what we're proving right now in this episode is not just how much of a fraud Tai Lopez is, okay? But the fact that it is that Myron and the Fresh and Fit platform, they have zero integrity. All right, they don't care about you incels. They care about the money.
On all of these websites that were all directly associated with Tai Lopez as the owner. If we try and take a look at the reviews for all of these individual businesses, they are all either completely wiped from the face of the internet or flooded with one-star reviews.
Look at
the
this.
scam here was essentially that he would allow people to make an account for free, and then bot accounts would typically message the person shortly after they signed up, saying something generic that could apply to absolutely anyone. But the trick was that they wouldn't let you actually see these messages until you signed up. And then, after people would catch on to the fact that these sites were typically nothing but a scam, they would make it very difficult for the consumers to actually cancel their membership, and sometimes even just continue charging them after they already canceled their membership.
That's crazy.
Then, after one website had scammed enough people and they got too many complaints to the Better Business Bureau or on other websites exposing the site for being a scam, he would just move on to the next website using the exact same technique and a similar website layout. But obviously the new scam would have a clean slate and no reviews. Despite the fact that Ty's done his best to wipe the entire internet of his past as an online dating con man, here he is speaking at an online dating conference where he's recognized as the founder of datinghype.com.
Okay, this makes perfect sense that after he's run out of options, because Tai Lopez had a bunch of grifts. Y'all know that. Every new thing in commerce, he had a course for that. All right, when crypto came out, he had a course for that. Okay, this guy jumps into every grift. Okay, and now that it's pretty much he's running up against the wall, it makes sense that someone like this would then jump into the Redpill as the next best thing. Because where else are you gonna go when you have nowhere else to go because you defrauded everybody, right? And everyone knows you're a scammer. Well, you go to the red pill, because the red pill in manosphere is filled with a bunch of idiots who don't really care about what you got going on. They don't even have the time nor capabilities to even do the research to even know who they're dealing with here. But they will know as long as you're saying the right talking points and it's against women, or it's making sure you're teaching them how to procure these types of women. That's all they need to hear, and they're throwing money at you. Okay, and Tai Lopez probably saw this from afar and weighed his options and decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and dive on in. Why not? What's the harm? What's the foul, right? And these incels are eating it up because they actually think he's some kind of business guru who knows about, real estate, marketing, and all these different things, not knowing that he's a complete fraudster. This guy's a fraud. But again, when in doubt and you want to scam people, go to the red pill, because there are a bunch of incels and idiots there. They don't care as long as you jump on it. I don't like women, or I don't like these types of women, grift. It's very appalling, but fascinating at the same time, because is it that easy for y'all? Is it really that easy? God damn.
Obviously, this site was most likely nothing but another scam, so the website was taken down, and now the domain is for sale for only $4,000. Using the Wayback Machine, I was able to find the text they used to use on their website back in 2011, and Tai is explicitly recognized as the CEO of this company.
Look at this.
This is part of the reason as to why I think Tai is a lying con man who genuinely loves to scam people. To the best of my
knowledge,
Tai Lopez was in the online dating business in 2008. Instead of constantly scamming people and shifting from website to website like the greedy pig that he is, he could have just founded a legitimate dating website that was actually good and useful, and he literally would have been a billionaire today. He could have been the owner of a company that's actually bigger than Tinder, which was founded 4 years after Tai got into the business.
Think about this. Yo, again, think about this. Okay, this is why I never understood a mind of a scammer or someone who's just born to defraud people. Because if you put that time and effort into something legitimate, this nigga could literally have been bigger than Tinder if he actually put it together. But that's how you know these idiots are real idiots, right? Because they don't have that kind of brain to actually build a working business, because that's too hard. It really is too hard, right? It's easier to build the infrastructure to make it look like you have a working business, but the whole operation is just to scam people. That's it. Siphon money out the wallet, right? No actual plans to do good customer service or to do right by your clients or anything like that, right? No real, because that's just a waste of time and too much effort. Why do that where you could just scam these bozos, create a new domain, and then just move everything over? It's that easy. No responsibilities, and you got a clean slate. That's the mind of a scammer. This dude was doing dating stuff, and he was getting thousands, hundreds of thousands of people to sign up before Tinder was a real thing. Yo. And you look at this, and you look at a bunch of these fraudsters that are online, and you're like, what could you have accomplished if you actually just put your mind to it? And it's just sad that he went down this road, because he could have legitimately been a billionaire instead of pretending to be one online.
Or maybe even Grindr. But Tai chose to scam people, and now he has to try his best to erase his past as a con artist. You can watch any podcast featuring Tai. He'll never talk about his past as an owner of dating websites. And the scamming and unethical behavior does not stop there. We are just getting started. You see, Tai loves to twist the truth and tries his best to make every possible narrative around him seem as squeaky clean as humanly possible. He even
I'm pretty sure Andrew Tate learned this from him, because Tai Lopez, the one thing he's really good at is having an excellent image and preserving it by doing these types of shady tactics right here. And what do we notice about Andrew Tate doing? He does the exact same thing about his image. That's why guys like this, especially Tai Lopez in his heyday, guys like that were able to build up such a cult following, even though there were a bunch of accusations and evidence coming out against him that he was defrauding people. He was still able to hold on. Eventually, though, all of that nonsense reached critical mass, and it was donezo. It was all donezo. They were like, all right, bro, we know now for a fact that you're a legitimate scammer. He got exposed multiple times. When the real estate one, he got exposed. Crypto one, he got exposed. There were a lot of things that he was getting exposed for. And then CoffeeZilla did a video. It was an epic video, got over 2.5 million views, right? And CoffeeZilla, basically, the video entailed him reviewing Tai Lopez course, like actually doing it, and then realizing, yeah, it's a scam. And everyone was able to see that right off the bat. Listen, if you know if CoffeeZilla does a video on you, it's over. Your career is practically done. So if not, people are going to be looking at you pretty weird. I mean, think about it. Thanks to CoffeeZilla reviving that whole crypto scam that Mr. Logan Paul was involved in, if he didn't keep on that dude's neck, a lot of people would forget about it. Matter of fact, even Logan Paul's audience already forgotten that he scammed them without no explanation, no nothing whatsoever. It's because people who are looking at the stuff from the outside and seeing it and say, hey, you guys are scamming the people that you claim to love. You owe them, some kind of explanation. That's crazy, bro. All right. It wasn't until that he got exposed. CoffeeZilla exposed him. All right, let him know, like, yo, the courses that you're paying for this guy is absolutely going to keep you broke. All right, it's designed to make him rich and keep you broke. And sometimes, man, a lot of the issues you're having, I'm talking to the incels here, all right? A lot of the issues you're having in life oftentimes doesn't have to do with the woman. I say oftentimes, not all the time. I said often, right? It doesn't have to do with the woman. Sometimes the problems that you are facing right now in life is due to guys like this scamming you on the back end, and you have zero idea. Think about it. He had 15 different sites all designed to scam you out of your wallet, because he's playing on a very necessary emotional need that a lot of men have, meaning they're lonely, they want to talk to someone who cares about them, right? And he exploiting that. Again, I find this no different than what Andrew Tate did. I think Andrew Tate is high up there because of the trafficking, but I find this no different than what Andrew Tate did, because Andrew Tate, he had how many different websites he was using, right? How many different, again, exact same types of characters, and you just have to wonder, do these people all come from the same kind of mentality, like the same kind of mind? Is there like a what do you call it, like a maybe this is what narcissist looks like, right? Maybe this is what being a narcissist at a higher level looks like. You just don't give a fuck about anybody else but yourself, and it's just so sad.
Personally released 2 videos with the name Tai Lopez Exposed and Tai Lopez Scam, so he can try and rank at the top when people search for these 2 things on YouTube, which I'll give him credit for. It's actually pretty smart, but if there wasn't a scam involved with his name to begin with, I'm sure most people would actually like Tai. He's a charismatic and smart guy. I'd be the first person to admit that, but he chooses to be a liar and a con artist.
That's a good point. This guy has all the talent in the world, but still chooses to scam people, right? Okay, I know I keep making this Tate comparison, but it's so true, right? Andrew Tate, you got talent, yet you choose to defraud and traffic women. You choose to be a pimp. You could have been legitimate, right? But you chose to be a pimp instead. Why? Because pimping has fast money. So fast money, why not? But what he doesn't realize is fast money comes with slow consequences, in which he's dealing with right now. The same thing with Tai Lopez, right? You could have built a legitimate dating company, a dating enterprise, but instead you chose fast money. All right, instead of working hard and building the business, you chose fast money, which led to slow consequences, which led to this horrible reputation you're carrying with you. And no matter what you do, people will never live this shit down.
Tai constantly lies about small things in an attempt to make more money.
Recently, someone was like, Tai, can I trust the guarantee? Simple, yes. There's never been a time somebody's want a refund that they haven't gotten their money. I did not create this program to get rich off you.
Bruh. Tai, that is verifiably false. You do realize people can Google this, right?
Look at this! Look at this! You know what's crazy? These are all men. This was what? This was 2022 November? That was 3 years ago. Not that long ago. Look at this. This one 3 years ago, August, says this company is a shame. I bought ECS, the content quality is average. So that is the course, the money-making course, right? Now, when I'm reading the reviews, I want you guys to think about something, chat. I want you guys to think Sneako's courses, right? The Sneako's version of Hustle University. And then I want you to think Andrew Tate's courses, right? The actual Hustle Universities or the real world, and then all these other courses that they're selling. Then I want you to think about Fresh and Fit's courses, right? Right, the high value academy, right? Think about all these high ticket courses, all right? And just when I read this, just think in your mind those different courses these people are selling. And I want you to ask yourself, does this sound familiar? Have I seen this before? Right? M. Shout to you for the $5 super chat. Says FNF probably brought Tai Lopez on to teach FNF new ways to scam or bilk their audience after being demonetized. That's facts. You notice the quality of people, M. that Fresh and Fit has been bringing on after their demonetization, right? All of a sudden, we haven't seen Saint the Sinner on the show for a long time. The moment they got demonetized, boom, here it is. Are y'all just now dipping in for rejects? You're just pulling them out, just putting on your YouTube platform. What's up, right? I mean, they probably figured they weren't. They probably figured they weren't gonna make money, anyways. With a lot of these guys they bring on, so why not? Why not just bring it up? All right, the YouTube game's already up. Let's just bring them on and just call it a day. And that's what I'm starting to think, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Let's read this comment real quick. This comment says, "This company is a shame." I think they meant sham. It says, I bought ECS. The content quality is average, right? And you can find all the information for free. Where have I heard this before? Maybe I've heard this somewhere. I don't know. Chat, make sure you have that in your mind as I keep reading. But the real problem is that they also charged me $197 for a bonus, which I did not buy. I'm asking a refund on this part, as there is a 30-day money-back guarantee, but it's been more than 60 days, and I'm asking them for a refund, and nothing's happened. Don't fall for this scam. He wrote it in 2020 of August 31st. Legend still has it that he is still waiting for a refund from Tai Lopez. So you're not getting that money back, bro. Again, why invest in something where you know these guys, the only thing of value they have to sell is just the course. There's nothing else behind it. It's the same thing with Hustle University. That's a glorified Discord chat. It's the same thing with Sneako's bullshit type of course that he's selling out there. It's all just cheap shit you can find for free online. Okay? So again, when I said earlier that Tai Lopez was literally the granddaddy of a lot of this internet stuff you're seeing today, this is essentially what you're witnessing, okay? The bastardization of the Tai Lopez effect over time, okay? And it just, again, it's fitting that he's right back on Fresh and Fit. It's just crazy. Let's read a couple more. This person said, very misleading and lacking truth and transparency in what they say about their e-commerce program. So this was e-commerce, the shit that people were selling for a very long time, just like a couple years ago, right? It was the hot new thing. Now nobody talks about e-commerce except for Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate sells e-commerce, but you got to buy Hustlers University, so then one of his coaches can teach you e-commerce, even though you can get it for free online, like everything else, right? So it says, they do not answer emails to refund my money. They will not. And this was in 2022. So the last review was 2020. 2 years later, another review. So some people are still buying into this stuff. It says 30-day back guarantee. Nah. He hit him with a nah. Says just don't ask for your refund because they won't give you your money back. Even if it's within 30 days, they will string you along, giving you time frames they won't meet. And I'm still waiting for mine. He's still waiting for his. Legend has it till this day. Let's continue. This is where it says scam. Never give them your card information. They will charge you after you're canceled. Again, this is stuff that Tai Lopez should be in prison for, not giving dating advice on a Redpill dating show. But let's continue. Holy shit, this one says wait up to 21 days. I'm not reading all this. This is too much. But look, based off the highlighted refunds I'm seeing over here, this person's pissed off. They definitely didn't get their money back.
Or how about his TEDx talk, which is a great talk, by the way. He's a fantastic public speaker. No denying that. But here he claims to read a book a day.
But I've continued on that path, traveling, finding mentors, reading. I read a book a day.
Obviously, that's physically impossible, and even if it were truly possible, it sounds absolutely terrible. Or how about when he lies about how long he's going to leave a certain video up in an attempt to create an artificial deadline so he can sell you a course sooner?
Pay attention. I'm not going to keep this video up for long. If you know me, I like to test lots of things.
Thanks for deleting that video, Ty. It's only been about 2,000 days.
This guy, bro, he's got no scruples.
And to really solidify Ty's reputation as a liar, I think this video sums it up perfectly.
Get a shot of this guy like peeking around the corner.
Yo, Ethan Klein, Ethan Klein is not doing well right now, chat. I would just be honest with you, okay? Ethan Klein is I think Hassan has found a way to just destroy this guy in his entirety, because ever since that interview he did with Hassan, and they were talking about the whole Palestinian-Israel situation, yeah, Hassan has successfully radicalized his entire audience. All right, because they were coming after Ethan. It was crazy, and Ethan's supposed to be on the left. Okay, the king of the left is now, somehow an anti-Semite, or not anti-Semite, a genocide supporter, or whatever it is. So it just shows you how crazy a lot of the people on the left have gotten, and why a lot more people are leaving. So again, you best believe people like that used to be on the left, they're moving now. But it's surprising to see him doing content with Tai Lopez back in the day. That's interesting.
This video sums it up perfectly.
Get a shot of this guy like peeking around the corner.
Oh, by the way, we also had some Hassan fans come after me too after my video. It's like, bro, I can't believe it, bro. Hassan, what kind of people are you cultivating over there? All right, see, now I gotta roast you 10 times as hard. So, because now, I'm gonna roast you. I'm gonna roast your fans because they're stupid. You're breeding a bunch of idiots out here that is all they're doing is so emotional that they're running around to platforms that you don't like, or platforms that criticize you, and they're just going in and just dumping comments in there, or trying to get into their DMs and drop all this crazy shit. And you listen to some of these DMs of these people, they are insane. They're just unhinged. That's why I like, y'all, I can't roll with y'all. Y'all get exit stage left. Y'all are crazy. You've lost your mind. If you're a Hassan follower, all right, you've been radicalized by this bozo. And it sucks what's happened to Ethan, but I don't like Ethan, but I just think it does suck what happens to him. But let's continue.
Like 10 people like
Working
around.
All my lawyers were
What
here
are they
today.
doing here?
All my lawyers were here.
These are lawyers you have just standing around?
Yeah. Well,
And you're paying them hourly? Because we've been here for like 2
they're on
hours.
salary.
Yes, Ethan Klein, back in the day,
Fuck.
went to Tai
Hey.
Lopez's home,
Hey,
and
what?
instead of just having a normal conversation with the guy, Tai decided to instruct 3 of his lawyers to constantly stalk them around the house to make sure Ethan doesn't ask a question that could possibly damage Tai's incredible
Who does
and
that?
impeccable reputation. So obviously this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to all of the lies that Tai has put out into the world, but now I want to get into exactly why I think Tai Lopez is a scammer and how he's deceived millions of desperate people around the world to line his pockets further.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. Fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills.
If you had like 3 tips to give me and my audience to like improving our life immediately, what would it be?
All right, 3 tips to improving your life. Number 1, most people don't know what they're talking about, so don't listen to them. Only listen to qualified people, and most people aren't qualified.
Tai Lopez is the greatest, greasiest, and slimiest course shilling grifter of all time. I've said this before, but there's nothing inherently wrong with selling a course. It all comes down to what's being taught, who's teaching it, how much it costs.
Did Ethan put on a headphone while Tai Lopez was explaining some shit to him? Ethan, bro, you actually look better over here. How old was this video? Yeah, Ethan, you got to get back on that treadmill, bro. Like, for real, you actually look way different here. Like, you look healthy as fuck over here. This is crazy. I wouldn't even recognize him. That's interesting. My boy's wearing headphones while Tai Lopez is talking. That's crazy, dog.
And what the potential for a decent ROI is on what's being taught. And in my opinion, Tai's way of selling these courses is deeply unethical. The problem comes in when you're selling a course about stuff that you have no idea about in exchange for money. Like when he tried to sell a course on real estate investing, but proved to his entire audience on video in a debate that he doesn't know a single thing about real estate investing.
I'm actually curious about your real estate chops. All right. So give me the formula for a cap rate. Can you define what a cap rate is?
So let's talk about real estate for a second. Let's
No. Define the formula of a cap rate. Do you know what a cap rate is?
Absolutely. Cap rate
What is
it? It's like ROI in the stock market.
Wrong.
They call it
No,
cap
it's
rate.
not.
Chineke. You know what this reminds me of? Grant Cardone. Exactly like Grant Cardone. The guy sells real estate syndication, all right, but it barely understands real estate, which is crazy. Yo, Chi-Town Chogan, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Chi-Town says, dude, you got to check out the new vid Willie Mack did on Hassan. Yeah. I'm about to, that's tomorrow. That's coming tomorrow. We're gonna do that tomorrow because again, Willie Mack, shout out to him, never skips a beat. Okay, all right. So we got to cover that, but he did a great job, especially with the style of journalism that he does, which isn't really journalism. It's just him yelling and being racist, which is crazy because a lot of people who follow Hassan, like again, you got to understand. You listen to what he's saying. Okay, when you agree with them, you're cool. When you don't agree with him, all of a sudden he's labeling you all these racist, incendiary terms. But it's like, wait, hold up, wait a minute. Why do you harbor those feelings? It's almost as if you don't care about the people you're screaming about you care online. It seems like you're just using them and hiding behind their struggle in order to get views. That's what it seems like to me, right? And Willie Mack, he did a great job. We're gonna cover that because I'm so sick of Hassan, bro. I really am. We gotta get on him. But let's get Tai Lopez looking exposed right now.
No,
It's very similar.
In case you don't know what a cap rate is, that's totally fine. But you're most likely not selling other people on the idea of giving you money so you can teach them about real estate investing. To put into perspective how stupid this is, not knowing what a cap rate is and selling a course on real estate investing would be the equivalent of dressing like this.
Hey, CoffeeZilla ended his career too. Hey, don't mess with CoffeeZilla, dog. Just saying.
And then selling a course on how to pick up girls. There is a foundational issue here that needs to be addressed prior to you selling a course on this topic. There is something wrong with selling a course and then intentionally being as vague as humanly possible in that course with the information that you provide and use that paid course as a stepping stool to upsell the desperate people that have already paid you into buying a newer and more expensive course from you.
Chat, y'all hear that? Pay attention.
Look at this advertisement he used to use for people who had already enrolled in his 67 Steps program. He claims in writing that if you refuse this offer, you're permanently locked out and blacklisted from the mini MBA program for life, which is just ridiculous. If you had clicked no thanks on this, the price would immediately just drop $100. And if you still refused that incredible offer, I have a feeling he'd still gladly sell you the course later down the line. On that note, as I showed you before, Tai uses a lot of completely artificial deadlines as a high-pressure sales tactic to get people to think less and sign up for his courses earlier. I was on one of his course sign-up pages, and I waited until the countdown went down to 0. I reset the page, and the timer just resets. The online training is
that's what's a ClickFunnels? That's a ClickFunnels thing, bro. Because it was him, and I remember the CEO of ClickFunnels. Like, listen, ClickFunnels took off around the time of Tai Lopez because it was those quick one-page ad or what do you call it? Or not even ad. I mean, it's an ad, but just landing page, right? Just a quick one-page landing page that just leads you to sales, right? You could build different funnels to go from there. Matter of fact, he even had multiple courses on how to build your own sales funnel using ClickFunnels, right? So again, like it just makes sense. And we look at Fresh and Fit, right? They do the same thing. Matter of fact, y'all remember that Fresh and Fit Spirit Bomb website? I showed y'all the other time. Let me see if I can bring it up here, right? Y'all remember this right over here, right? Hold up. Let me pull this up real quick. Hold up. Look at this. You can see the timer on this stuff, right? You can see how they put that stuff together to go ahead and make you feel as though that, you know, hey, listen, FOMO, guys, FOMO. You don't want to miss out, bro. So just go ahead and sign up right now and give me your money. Tai Lopez started all of this shit. it's him. He's the problem, bro. And the fact that he's back on Fresh and Fit, oh my God, it's crazy. We're going to play a little bit more of this, and then we get to the main show.
Recorded. It's not live. It does not start at any specific time. It only starts when you give Tai your personal information so he can bombard you with advertisements for the rest of your life.
So I've counted how many times that he actually emailed me, over 1,300 times. 1,300 times in the last 2 years.
It would be physically impossible for Tai to be an expert on all of the things that he has sold a course on over the years.
That's fact.
For example, in 2017, this moron was trying to sell courses on crypto day trading, which, as we'll get into later, is terribly ironic given his track record in crypto. And as of today, a lot of Tai's current arsenal of courses do not even disclose any sort of pricing information to you directly. You have to give him your full name and email address in order to even look at the prices of these courses. I wonder what he's hiding. And the courses he does give the pricing information out for are nothing but courses that cost less than $20, where he's just using that as a tool to upsell you into a more expensive course.
Sounds like when like hustling university and graduating from that to the war room, right? Again, similar tactics. And look at this trash ass ClickFunnels sites. You would recognize this website because every other entrepreneur or contrepreneur, okay, that does this shit, okay, they are all using this type of format, okay? So hopefully as we go on here, okay, you guys should have been Peep Game for a long time, but as we go out here, you guys should start to recognize the signs of legit internet scammers. It doesn't matter if you find them in Redpill or finance, space or whatever space on YouTube, real estate, whatever it is, right? It don't matter. You would recognize when somebody is selling you a line, because that's exactly what this guy and a bunch of his cronies have been doing for God knows how long.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams,
1,300 times in the last 2 years.
but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Tai's only defense for people who call him a scammer is essentially just saying this trash.
Look around you. Your whole life's a scam. Everything's a scam. Your job's a scam.
Oh God, bro, this
Education's a scam.
Yeah, Tai, I appreciate you letting us know that our entire lives are nothing but a scam. Coming from a scammer, of course. I think everything to do with you is a scam. And Tai, as a very self-aware man,
Yep, digital marketing. He also did that too.
is willing to make such a disgusting broad generalization and lie on video about such a thing only because it benefits him. If Tai had simply been a legitimate businessman from day one, as we discussed before, there is a 0% chance he would ever regurgitate such garbage out of his mouth. There will literally be a day where Tai is done losing all possible credibility to the entire human race, and he'll just start selling a course on how to sell courses. If he hasn't done it already, I would be willing to bet $1,000 with anyone watching this video that one day that course will exist. And that one might actually be worth buying, because like I said, he's, in my opinion, the best to ever do it.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. Fun to drive up here to Hollywood Hills.
Yo.
But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things?
Be connected!
After Tai's course shilling grift started to dry up a little bit, he very predictably decided to jump into the crypto grift.
MLD did the same thing. MLD did the same thing. Mr. Endure. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he got it. What is it? It was dollar cost crypto is what he got into. And he was selling this to a bunch of his fanboys. And then turns around and says, oh, I've always been loyal. I care about my dudes. I really do. We got the hot dudes club. All right. It's the hot dudes and army, right? It's a chat. Hey, yo, chat. Ain't that what he calls himself? The hot dude, right? Isn't that what Mr. Endure calls his army, right? Hot dudes. A bunch of hot dudes. What does that mean? I don't know. I guess you were a fan of MLD. You a hot dude. Okay. But yeah, dude was out here selling crypto scams. Sus Marquand, he did a whole crypto rug pull for 2 bands. Okay, so listen, these guys all have one thing in common. Fresh and fit. So again, if you red pill tards were paying attention, if I'm trying to convince you of anything, okay, it's not about selling you courses. I don't have courses to sell. All right. It's not about merchandising. I don't have merchandise to sell. I don't have anything to sell aside from the like button. Go ahead and hit the like button, chat. That's a little plug for myself. All right. But listen. I don't got nothing. If I was going to sell one thing, it's to sell you the idea that these bozos are scamming you. Because the one thing they all have in common is fresh and fit. Yet Myron says that they don't want, they're out here to look out for you, and they want to protect you, and they don't want to just take your money, because that's not what they're here for, right? But then they're platforming people who literally built careers stealing your money. All right. Matter of fact, they made Andrew Tate to what Andrew Tate is today. All right. Their podcast was the biggest podcast Andrew Tate ever went on before he got famous. I mean, we even played the video where he was describing how he got caught up for sex trafficking in the UK. And then after he got let out of jail while they were doing the investigation in the UK, he fled to Romania. Right. He told that story, and he said, and I quote, I'm on the biggest podcast on my career so far, so I guess why not? He said that. All right. He actually said that at the time that Fresh and Fit platformed him. So they really shotgun him to larger heights other than just the niche manosphere. So again, if you don't understand how powerful of a platform Fresh and Fit is, and why I constantly criticize them, okay, you got to understand, they put a bunch of these toxic people out in the space, and they turn around and hurt the people they're supposed to help. That's a real problem. So if I'm going to convince you of anything on this platform, it's that you need to recognize the signs of when people are playing you.
Promoted BitConnect.
Got him! Yet again proving that Tai is literally an AI that was spawned into the planet with the sole intention of sucking as much money out of the general public and into his pockets. So if you guys aren't aware, in 2020, Tai bought the company Radio Shack. If you guys don't remember Radio Shack, basically they used to sell a lot of electronics back in the day, but ironically, the company ended up going bankrupt in 2015 because they essentially weren't able to adapt to the new world of online sales. Tai had the genius galaxy brain idea to purchase this brand for pennies on the dollar and decided to turn it into a crypto exchange platform.
What?
Tai's strategy to bring relevance back to the brand was essentially to make these really cringy tweets in an attempt to go viral.
Hey Mutar, do you remember when I dug these nuts up your mouth? Hi.
Hey, yo.
Now that we finally
Yo.
got your attention, wanna DM us? We've got some AA batteries for your vibrator, you pussy. Crying emoji.
Is that CoffeeZilla? What? Why is Radio Shack going after CoffeeZilla in a sus way? What is happening? What? I didn't see this beef. What the hell?
Emoji laughing and crying emoji laughing and crying emoji.
Whoa, guys, look at how edgy Radio Shack is nowadays. Sick.
Knowledge.
Now I'll definitely consent to allowing them to rob me of all my life savings. In typical Tai Lopez con artistry fashion, their token is now down about 98% since its release, which, by the way, was only about 8 months ago. So if you had invested 10,000 USD into Radio Shack's cryptocurrency less than a year ago, you'd have about $200 today.
Damn, that's crazy.
Despite falsely claiming that the Shack is back in writing, thank the Lord they've stopped tweeting as of November 2022 after the project was done robbing everyone out of their money. And
Yo, I still can't believe Radio Shack went at it with CoffeeZilla, and they were sus as hell. What the hell, dude? What is that? Like, what? How do you even get to that level, dog? Yo, I'm done laughing over here. I can't do this.
according to the screenshot, even just sending messages in their Discord and Telegram is no longer even allowed. And Tai's track record when it comes to cryptocurrencies does not stop there. We are just getting started here. In November of 2021, Tai created what he himself referred to as a logical, fair, and energy-efficient alternative to Bitcoin called Atlas USV. USV meaning Universal Store of Value, of course. They wrote this blog post where they claimed they would be playing 3D chess while everyone else is playing 2D. Their white paper is obviously as complicated and convoluted as humanly possible. They claim that their overarching strategy is the Nash equilibrium token defense system, which is just horrific, and in typical Tai Lopez fashion, he makes sure to name drop Elon Musk. On the front page of the Atlas USV website, they used to advertise in writing that USV rewards token holders for staking at over 150% per year. Obviously, this was deleted from their website and is now nowhere to be found, but given the fact that they're playing 3D chess while everyone else in the crypto space is playing 2D chess, I had to put Atlas USV to the test and do some further research using tokensniffer.com, which is essentially an automated audit. And well, would you look at that? 0 out of 100. Okay, well, maybe this site is wrong. After all,
Bro, that's not even a that's not even an F minus. I don't even know what the fuck code is, bro. You got a 0 out of 100. It's just that's just a fraud. That's just a scam, dog. Not even 1 point, dog. This is crazy. Again, everybody is doing this right now in the scammy ass Redpill. Okay, they've all invested in crypto, or not invested. I'm sorry, they've all levied crypto scams to their audience. Okay, Tai Lopez is no different. Saintison is no different. Mr. Endear over here is no freaking different. Okay, look at that. You couldn't even get a 1. That's crazy, dog.
They are utilizing their Nash Equilibrium token defense system.
Yo, look at this.
Well, goddamn,
Wow.
Tai, down about 99% from the all-time high? Well, how can that be? I thought we were playing 3D chess here. I thought this was supposed to be a universal store of value. What happened to our 150% token staking system, Tai? But wait, there's more.
NFTs represent uniqueness, right? And unique access.
In addition to releasing 2 useless altcoins that are now down about 99%, Tai also released an NFT project called the Original Garage Social Club.
In my NFT project, I got 3 levels: silver card, gold card, and the rare, ultra rare black cards.
Oh my God! Wow! He made countless claims, like a certain tier of his NFT holders would get to have dinner with him.
So you're going to change your social circle over dinner, new group, expand your mind, all while we're eating good food, the best food in the world.
One of them was that if you bought his $50,000 NFT, you would get the opportunity to play him in basketball for $10,000.
I'm done, bro. Wait a goddamn minute. $50,000 to play basketball with you? Hell no. Well, no, I'm sorry. $10,000. $10,000 to play basketball. Nigga, you ass. I could tell. Why would I pay 10 bands just to whoop your ass? Hell, I wouldn't even pay to do that. I did not. What? Who is paying for this? They got 5 remaining. Who is paying for this? What is this? Like, again, like, I don't know how y'all can just fall for these scams. Like, you pay him 10 bands just to hang out? Like, why? I don't even pay my friends $10,000 to hang out with them. Matter of fact, sometimes I don't even try to hang out with the people. Like, it's just like, hey, listen, just go listen. I want to stay at home. I want to chill at home. That's it. I don't want to hang out. I don't want you to come over. Just stay where you are. Leave me alone. That's it. And some of y'all had those days, all right, when people hit you up, you just like, I just want to stay home. I don't want to go out the night in school, right? And we all have that moments, but I ain't paying for that experience just to hang out with them, especially if I can do it for free. All right. Now, Tai Lopez, you got no value. All right. Because we know you suck ass at basketball, yet alone playing horse. Okay. So that's going to be the quickest HORSE that somebody had, and the fastest way to lose $10,000. That's it. I don't know who's paying these people for this stuff. But again, y'all need to wake up. You're again, I told you guys for a while. Okay. Realistically, we are living in the golden age of fraud. Okay, I've never seen any other time where there's like, I mean, maybe it's because I literally haven't seen any other time, but like realistically, in the time I'm living in and alive right now, it just seems like there's a lot more fraudulent activity going on in just not only just this space, but everywhere. You got crypto has scammed a bunch of people. You got the Redpill scamming a bunch of people. You got Tai Lopez scamming a bunch of people. You got all these people just scamming people, and it's so freaking easy. Like, what is it about the time we live in right now that is getting y'all just all bent out of shape and willing to give money to people who are going to defraud you? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But I think I'm going to leave it right there. Okay, this is the king of nothing. Actually, I don't know why I'm not. I thought I was already subscribed to this channel. All right, so we just got that subscription there. All right, chat, I'm leading by example. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, go ahead and do that, because King of Nothing does great work, and I support channels that do great work. Okay, so go ahead and shout out go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let them know Duke and Don sent you. And listen, again, don't fall for this shit. Okay, go watch the rest of the video. He's got multiple videos exposing multiple scammers. Go watch that shit. Stop giving these people. Wait, let me ask y'all, chat. How many of y'all, and I don't even need to ask y'all, but y'all know I like to just, I like to, be engaging. I like to make sure y'all, I know what's going on with y'all, right? Let me put a 1 or 2, okay? I need to know how many of y'all would pay $10,000. Let's say it's not Tai Lopez, right? How many of y'all would pay $10,000? Let's say it's a celebrity, right? It doesn't have the specific celebrity, but a famous one that, let's say, everyone likes, right? How many of y'all would pay $10,000 to play basketball with them? No, you got to pay. They're not paying you $10,000. You would have to pay them $10,000 to hang out. All right. Put a 1 if it's a no-no. Put a 2 if it's, I'll pay 10 bands. I'll pay 10 bands to hang out with you. All right. Think about it. It could be your most favorite celebrity. It could be up to you, right? In your mind, whatever is your most favorite celebrity out there. Okay. Put a 1 if you're like, I don't care if you're my favorite celebrity. I'm not paying 10 bands to play you in basketball. Or put a 2 and say, hey, listen, I pay 10 bands to go see Cardi B. I love her. I'll play horse with her. Yeah, she can get the horse. Let me stop. I was about to say something crazy. I'm about to say something crazy, chat. Listen, no. I don't know what y'all are thinking. I'm certainly not paying anybody any kind of money to hang out with them. That's the epitome of being a lame, right? Like paying someone to hang out with you. That's so lame, bro. Like, come on, chat. Superman Tano Man, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Superman Tano Man says, I remember when Radio Shack was going wild on Twitter. Wait, that was the real Radio Shack? I thought it was an account because, whoa, that's even weird, bro. Wait, that was the real Radio Shack? I didn't even know that. Yo, imagine you're a YouTube content creator and all of a sudden you got Radio Shack pressing you heavy on Twitter. Like, what would you do with that? And they getting real sus too. I'll be like, hey, yo, I need a manager. What the like, what the fuck? I didn't know that was real. I thought that was fake. I thought, people make fake accounts and whatnot. I guess I was thinking because it was back then when Twitter was owned by, Jack Dorsey and not, what's his face, Elon Musk, who's letting everyone pay for verification badges now. So I got that mixed up, but that's crazy. It says everyone was wondering if they got hacked. Now I know what happened. They just really hated CoffeeZilla. I don't know why. I mean, they just really hated CoffeeZilla. Yo, that was some sus comments, Radio Shack. Hey, listen, bro. No. No, don't do that. All right, chat. Let's go ahead and get to this video with Fresh and Fit, right? Because Tai Lopez, now we've gotten the backstory, okay? For those of you guys who know, we spent over an hour now going through the backstory of the various scams that Tai Lopez has been involved with. So don't tell me that you didn't receive proper contact, because that was just delivered, all right? And listen, what we're about to go into right now is Tai Lopez in Fresh and Fit, and he's gonna give you advices on women, how to make money, how to be successful in business, right? Now, for those of you guys who just watched the video that we reacted to just now, and you're gonna watch the next video we're gonna react to, you're gonna know that Tai Lopez, everything that comes out of his mouth is essentially cap. But to the audience of Fresh and Fit, they don't care. They think he's some kind of like business genius, like actually, which is crazy. So we're gonna switch it to the screen back here because it's Fresh and Fit, and I got my thing with Rumble right now. We're kind of fighting it out right now. So yeah, I think it's interesting that Rumble is doing a lot of stuff that's whatnot. So hey, by the way, let me tell you some chat. If you're a content creator, all right, and you react to I think it's either a Fresh and Fit video or any video that's realistically partnered with Rumble, they will try to flag your shit. All right, so I'm balls deep in this argument right now. We're going back and forth, so we're gonna try to figure out what the hell's going on. But for those of you are asking why we use the backup screen over here, it's why, because Rumble is somehow trying to play us on YouTube. It's like you play your fucking too, my dude. Like you are the YouTube reject squad. Okay, that's where they all go to hang out. All right, so why are you trying to flag us over here on YouTube? Don't make no damn sense. But if you're a content creator, watch out. It's Rumble. Rumble's the problem. So let's go ahead and get to this screen over here. All right, and let's react to what's his face, Fresh and Fit and Tai Lopez. All right. All right, let's bring this up here. And then we're gonna switch to the B cam. Let's get it, chat.
And I know I won't. Every man. I've changed my thing on this. Every man. There's two mating strategies Dr. Buss teaches: long term, short term. From the day you're born as a man, always optimize for long term, because when you optimize for long term, you'll still get the fun short term. But you might accidentally get a girl pregnant, and pregnant forever. And you want to have kids with a good, not only a good set of genes, but good family. You got to look at family. One of the most heritable traits on earth is mental illness. You know, height is 0.78 correlation, your genes. Okay. Height is around 0.78, 0.8. So 78% of the who you are can be explained by your parents.
Okay.
Intelligence is about the same. And so is narcissism. And so is schizophrenia. So guys are out here not repelling. I want to repel the women who are fucked up. I want to repel them. So what can I do? Because that beautiful face, that's crazy. I've seen it almost take down every top man that starts getting that status. You start vacuum cleaning up all the beautiful women, dude. 1 out of 20 women is not only fucked up, but deadly.
I find that so interesting. So you want to repel all the women who are negative, yet you're on a show, which, by the way, he later on does a late night show. And we all know what goes on a late night show. OnlyFans models, they hop on, right? This guy literally in an hour gets surrounded by OnlyFans models. The exact type of woman he's saying he's been trying to push away from them. So why go to a platform that willingly surrounds themselves with the very type of negative women you're trying to convince these bozos online that you want to repel? And it goes back to the psychology of these incels. Although they really, really love these OnlyFans girls and porn stars, okay, they know for a fact it's going to make them look stupid, okay, because they're crying about how much they want wives, but here they're giving all the time and efforts to, pretty much what we call thoughts, right? So in order to, mask that up, they pretend that no, it's not that at all. No, these women, the reason why we platform them and these guys super chat us is because these women, we're going to educate them. And also we want the men who are watching this woman to see that these type of women are the type of women that are everywhere out there in the world, that you want to learn the signs to avoid them, right? And it's like, huh? Who? These women, these women that these very same men are signing up in droves for their OnlyFans account. Again, these men love whores. Okay, they talk about, oh, we don't want no whore. We want a virgin, and we want her pure, and we want a traditional woman, and we got to bring back the 1930s. And it's like, no, they don't want that. It's all one big cap. Okay, and Tai Lopez is playing to that, right? So when he says, I want to push away all these thoughts and whores and unsavory women, it's cap, because in the next breath, he's surrounding with these very type of women. But the fact that he says that, it's like a dog whistle to the people watching FNF right now, saying, yeah, those type of women, we don't want them around them. We don't want them around us either, okay? But it's nice, though, if they pay attention to us. That's why I got to send her $50. I hope Myron reads this super chat. I want her to know what I have to say. I think her dress looks real cute. Hey, listen, bro, y'all are some bozos, okay? Yeah, this whole Fresh and Fit nonsense has just proven it's just one money laundering scheme for OnlyFans girls. That's essentially the way I see it, dog. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Deadly.
I mean, look at the Me Too situation going on right now. I mean, look at how many guys that we know that are getting, accused years after the fact because they might have some political views that people might not like, or there's some, they might be exposing a certain pandemic that occurred a couple of years ago. Like it's wild, man. It's like being weaponized now to go after certain guys. I mean, look at what's going on with Russell Brand. Look at what's going on with Andrew and Tristan. Let's go on with Trump.
Yeah.
You know, and it just so happens that all these guys have some conservative mindsets on certain topics, and you know, they might be anti-establishment. It's like, oh, you go send in the girls. Okay, yeah, me too. Boom.
Okay. How many of y'all actually believe that? Put a 1 if you think he capping, or put a 2 if you think he's right. Because he's saying that the reason guys like Andrew Tate, Trump, and a couple other people who are getting canceled is because they're conservative. And it's not just because they're conservative, because you had a bunch of conservatives out here talking and they're not getting canceled. Okay, there's a reason why these idiots specifically that he listed are getting canceled. I'm surprised he didn't even mention the whole trafficking debacle that Andrew Tate's involved in. Okay, well, but he wants to make it seem as though no, anyone who has a conservative thought, that's what happens. Okay, and this is why I have a problem. Okay, and with not only the conservative far right movement, right, with these guys, because I wouldn't even call them conservative. I'll call them like far right, right? They're the opposite of the far left. They're the same people. Okay, so when we look at Hassan and we look at Myron, I see 2 of the same people. I see 2 of the same people. It's just one does a solo cast screaming online by himself, and the other one does a platform screaming in line in front of other women and his illiterate partner. So again, I just want to make that distinction very clear. But think about what this guy just said. They didn't get canceled because of that. Stop perpetuating a false narrative. They got canceled because they said some violating, wild-ass shit that finally got them the boot. So to just sit there and just misrepresent everything, I smell some agendas going on. And I got a big nose. I can smell things from a mile away, okay? I smell an agenda. This is bullshit. Come on, Myron. This is a bull. Let's get it.
You know, Johnny Depp almost lost everything over Amber Heard, and that chick is crazy.
Yeah. Hey, there's a prime example. I mean, Johnny Depp, the man who, if you show women young Johnny Depp pictures, 100 women, he'll often win. The majority say that's the best looking guy. But he was also a great actor. You see some of his movies, of course, Pirates of the Caribbean. This guy's a good actor. The fuck, I've met Amber Heard. I don't even. So rich dudes and celebrities suck with women. There's not one billionaire I've ever met that's good with women.
There you go. Whoa! Whoa! The freaking French toast door. What did you say? Did he just say rich dudes are not good with women? Chat, put a 1 if you heard what I heard. Because if that's the case, why is it that the platform you're on, Tai Lopez, if you actually did some thought, why is it that the platform you're on is selling courses teaching red pillars how to get rich? Because getting rich is the only way to get women, right? Right? Being a high value man is the path to women and success, right? So if you're admitting that being a high value person basically means you're going to be terrible with women, I think you just accidentally exposed the entire scam. Like these guys, okay, chat, am I wrong? Am I wrong on this? Because again, I've been saying this. I said people who focus on getting money all the time, listen, you can be rich as hell. If you ain't got it, what she's looking for, you're going to get cheated on. And realistically, to find which girl is not going to cheat on you and will cheat on you, it's difficult because the cheating stems from multiple different behaviors, okay? It could be unsatisfaction in the relationship at the time, right? It doesn't mean that all women are programmed to cheat. Let's just say they've been in a relationship with a guy for about 2-3 years and he ain't doing nothing, right? He showed her one side before they got in a relationship, and then after they got in a relationship, it's another side, right? He's not as loving, he's not as caring, he's not as attentive, right? That's going to make the woman feel as though maybe she's not valued and she's going to seek validation elsewhere, right? So there are multiple different reasons people cheat within a relationship. Even finances could be part of it, right? It's not just this idea these guys are trying to string along that all women have the capacity to cheat. Therefore, you have to be a high value man. So that way, because you have the wealth and value, she can't leave you or cheat on you. Otherwise, you can kick her to the curb. That's why you have to establish your value. But then here, Tai Lopez, the expert you guys are claiming is an expert, is saying that rich dudes are notoriously bad with women. It makes sense. I mean, look at Elon Musk. So again, I'm just saying, bro, what is the point of being a high value man if it just means you're going to suck with women anyways? What is the point for paying $800 courses if you're just going to suck with women anyways? Why don't you just stay broke like the rest of us and then just have fun like the rest of us? Because I'm going to tell you this, broken average people are winning. They're the ones who are winning, okay? It's not the rich folks who are winning with the women. It's the broken average people who are winning because average girls get which average men, okay? And broke people, they got time for everybody. If you broke, you got time for all kinds of women. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You ain't got time for nothing else but women. That's just it. Okay, so I'm glad Tai Lopez said this on their platform because it is completely eye-opening. Let's continue.
So rich dudes and celebrities suck with women. There's not one billionaire I've ever met that's good with women.
There you go.
They gotta be fucked
And Fresh
up,
over here
bud.
agreeing with
They're
me.
not even pretty.
Yeah.
DiCaprio's an exception.
Yeah.
DiCaprio's got caviar taste, boy. He got taste.
Hey, pause, dog. Just pause. Hey, listen, Tai Lopez, I'm gonna have you hit the pause button on that. All right, you out here talking about Leonardo DiCaprio, bro. Yo, chill with that.
But I mean, Forbes list guys, you look at their women, you're just like, I know why you made money because you don't know shit. Sometimes I used to be a professional salsa dancer. You teach some woman to dance, you're like, this woman has no genetics. She's hearing a different song, like she's dancing all weird. You're like, that's not the song the rest of this room. I meet some billionaires. I see their girlfriend. I'm like, you don't have eyeballs. The rest of the men, like, what the fuck happened to your eyes?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, celebrities don't ever go. Johnny Depp, imagine being able to have it all.
Yeah.
You see women walking down today in Miami. I did a little walk. I saw 3 women hotter than Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Just
dude.
walking around here.
Yeah.
And Amber Heard's passed around. I'm like,
Facts.
Oh,
she belongs to the streets.
I mean, you look at someone like what's her name, the Logan Paul's chick right now. I'm like, what are you doing? Man?
No,
like, bro,
I'm friends with Logan, so I'm not going to speak. You
No,
asked me
no,
if there's anything I won't
fine.
speak. I'm loyal to my friends, and he's also one of my students, one of my most successful guys in my SMMA program. So,
oh wow.
No, here's the thing. I look, I don't have a problem with Logan. I like his,
Business-wise.
I just, very smart guy, doing well with business, everything. But I look at it like, God damn, this woman is tarnishing his image.
Yeah.
Like, I look at it like, what the fuck? Like, dude, you could have done way better. This chick is in her 30s. She's used up. Like, bro, you're on the way to making.
Even Leo had her.
Bro, where's your woman? Myron, where's your woman, bro? Again, I find it interesting we're judging all these people in their relationship, but then these are the same guys that tell you that you can't use celebrities to go ahead and try to make a point. And it's like, make it make sense, because Leonardo is a celebrity, and even Logan Paul at this point is a celebrity, right? Internet celebrity, fine, but he's a celebrity. You're not even close to the kind of fame. I'm talking about Fresh and Fit. Like, your platform combined is not close to the kind of fame Logan Paul's pulling in. Not even what Jake Paul's pulling in on his own. Okay, so you guys on the fame spectrum, y'all are like down here. Okay, and you got the Logan brothers or the Paul brothers are way up here. So what do we know about celebrities who are in these high up statuses way up here? Oftentimes they live weird lifestyles, okay? And sometimes they date people who are in their same circles. So Logan Paul's wife that everybody has been going in on because she's had like many pictures and many dates with a bunch of guys, right? So the Red Pill's looking at it as, oh, look at this woman, right? She's a total, she's ruining his life and whatnot, and that's crazy. Like, how can Logan Paul stick with her? You're not Logan Paul. How you gonna tell him? He's a multi-millionaire, and I'm gonna tell you this: the one thing that girls have in common, that girl he's seeing right now, aside from the men, she's been with, the one thing she has in common is she's been with guys who are in that level. You see what I'm saying? And we know that wealthy people like to date women or people who come from the same level or stock that they come from because they understand things. And honestly, if you look at Logan Paul's wife and her behavior throughout the entire controversy, it's very telling, because you could tell she knows how to handle situations like this, right? She when she went off, it wasn't even a way where it could really embarrass her, right? At least what most people would say, wow, you took a massive L with this one, right? If anything, it seems like the dude who was putting the photos out there, he's the one that's probably going to get sued, right? He's the one that's probably going to go broke, because rich people understand how to handle certain things, right? That's why it wasn't even a thing, and possibly it could have been a play for more attention. We don't know. But at the end of the day, the fact that these red pillars are trying to use his relationship as some kind of example for horrible women, it's like, What? Most average men will never aspire to that level as Logan Paul. It just is what it is. And not saying that they can't do it. It's just saying that what Logan Paul got is one of those things where you can tell there was a lot of luck involved. There was a lot of luck involved that this guy from the state that he was from got famous and blew up really fast. It was luck and a bunch of kids, okay? Because a lot of these high up there influencers, their audience are a bunch of children. Just a bunch of kids. 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, right? Aiden Ross, the same thing. And I didn't realize these kids got money, bro. These kids got money. Like, it's great. You got kids stealing their parents' credit cards, okay, to finance y'all lifestyles. That's just what it is. So we can't sit there and we're judging rich people and their lives. Meanwhile, you said that was a rule. Now, again, I don't have no problem with that. You want to judge someone? Go ahead and do that. But if you, as fresh and fit, when you yell at girls for using celebrities as an example, don't you think that same rule applies to y'all when you use celebrities as examples to justify your red pill talking points? I mean, just make it make sense here. Y'all are being hypocrites and you got to get called out for it. Let's continue.
Like, come on, man.
You're pointing Leo at her, bro.
But hey, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's fine.
We gotta change the subject.
Yeah,
like I said,
we'll switch
friends. I'm like, I'm a loyal dude. If you're good to me, I'll be friends. I know people talk shit, you know, and Amber Heard's a better example.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Amber Heard's a better example. She's out here shitting on beds. I'm going, what the fuck? That's what she did.
Yeah, she did. That's crazy, bro. That was a dog.
Elon Musk was with her. I'm like, what? Sometimes, you know what happens? A man makes no money. He gets no friends. He grows up in high school bullied. He makes money. Anything looks good to him. That's the problem. The one thing, I wasn't really nerdy growing up, so thank God I kept some taste, man. I was like,
I don't believe that, bro. I don't, but you look like you were a nerd growing up. Matter of fact, you had the same type of character profile that was bullied a lot in high school. That's what you look like. And you got mad, jumped on a red pill, and decided to scam a bunch of people because the two bozos you're talking to went through the exact same bullshit. What are we talking about here, Ty? You got bullied.
I mean, I haven't dated like DiCaprio, but I've dated beautiful women. My big thing is like, I like women look good with no makeup. That's a good rule right there.
Yeah, that's a very good rule. Yeah.
Like, the reason, there's actually good science to this. Women who have excessive, body modifications, or women who, and this is for men too, but I don't date men, but humans who do a lot of plastic surgery, a lot of makeup, are higher on dark triad traits. So that
I believe it.
That makes sense.
You know how you're like, oh, that's an
it.
innocent view. That's an innocent woman. She looks more innocent. There's some science to that. There's some science to that, you know.
And I mean, you know, women tend to be more narcissistic than men are. But like, yeah, like the women that are out here, you know, with plastic surgery, with the duck lips and the, you know, the boobs and the ass jobs and all that other stuff. You know, they tend to be way more narcissistic. They're staring at themselves in the mirror more. Insecure. You know, it's just and that's annoying. And I've voiced.
Whoa, but buddy. What's all this chia pet on the top of your head, bro? What's all these plugs on the top of your head? Listen, again, I got no problem with hair plugs, okay? If you were or hair transplant, if you want to go do that, right? Go do that. You know, you take care of yourself, right? It's still considered plastic surgery. Just saying, it's one of those non-electives that you take to your insurance company and say, it's not necessary, so you pay for it out of pocket. That's what you did, Myron. So I find it interesting that you yourself, you and Fresh over there, talk about insecure people, right? You're going to go there and say the women are insecure because they're getting BBLs and trying to make themselves attractive to a man, right? They're getting all these surgeries. They're putting up all these makeups and whatnot. Okay, fine. You can judge the women for that. It's cool. What about your hair plugs, dog? You got all this right here, bro. Okay, Elon regrew his hair. Y'all know that. Old Elon was bald. New Elon, listen, it just shows you when you become a billionaire, you can regrow your hairline. That's just what it is. I'm just waiting for my billionaire check. That's what it is. But again, what does that say about you? If it makes a woman insecure because she's making it, and I do agree with you, Myron, it's an insecure thing to do, right? Doesn't that same logic apply to you? Because you surgically altered yourself to make yourself more attractive. Okay, you went through surgery. You had people poking in your head and slicing it up and rearranging your follicles and shit. That's painful. You even talk to your audience members about how painful of a process it was. So why, in good faith or bad faith, as most people would say, would you sit there and say, "Oh, these women out here, I'm gonna point the finger at y'all because you are so insecure getting these BBLs while I get my chia pet hairline"? Yeah, and how much? How much I would have bet Myron tapping his hairline like what do you call it? Like, you know, when girls wear weaves and they gotta tap it, right? You gotta, because you can't scratch it, you can't scratch it or whatnot, but you can tap it, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. $5 Myron be doing the same thing. Like, yeah, these women, oh my God, y'all are so insecure. I cannot believe y'all. Like, y'all getting surgeries and shit. Let me just go ahead and pat it down. How my new hairline look fresh? Come on, bro. Yo, Myron, stop it. I think everyone has a certain degree of insecurities amongst them, but for you guys to just sit there and solely target women and say that's just because it's what it is, I think that's crazy, since you guys are going through the same thing. And the reason why I'm saying this is because these are logical arguments that people looking at us from the outside can just point and say, well, what about you? Like, what are you doing, right? Fresh has to wear chains everywhere. What is that? What is that doing, right? Again, wake up, people. just wake the fuck up. Let's continue.
Narcissistic. They're staring at themselves in the mirror more.
Insecure.
You know, it's just and that's annoying. And I've always said, I don't know if you can agree or disagree, but I've said, like, you know, a lot of guys say, I want a 9 out of 10. I want a really hot chick. Blah blah blah. Yeah, those girls are fun for a period of time, but they're really annoying long term, bro. They really are. Like, the hottest girls are not
always.
They're a lot of times they don't develop as people. They're boring. They're not interesting. Like, you can't hold a conversation with them. They're dumb as fuck. They're very vain.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can tolerate that for like a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month or whatever. But like the hottest girls a lot of times are useless because they've never had to be useful because they've gotten everything given to them just for existing.
That's why you got to go in the right country, because there's countries where there's so many beautiful women. They have to develop their personality. That's why I lived in Scandinavia. I've been going to Scandinavia. I don't tell
I've heard good things.
I don't tell a lot of people. I'm like, nah, don't go to Scandinavia. Go to fucking Miami.
Yeah, go to
I want
Colombia.
all the dudes that
Go over there.
because what happens in a place that had, look, Scandinavia, here's a good true story. The original model agency in the world was Ford Models, right? Started Eileen Ford in the 50s. After that was a woman named Wilhelmina. It's the largest publicly traded model agency in the world. I'm the second largest owner of Wilhelmina, my company. So I know a lot about Wilhelmina. Now there's a dude who came after, and he beat the first two model agencies. It's called Elite. His name is John Casablanca. All you red pill dudes, I don't know what pill I am. I'm all pills. I'm the gray pill. I don't know what that is.
Y'all could tell he's getting ready to go on that journey. He is ready to jump down that rabbit hole and grift as much as he can off this red pill shit. That's why I don't know what pill I am yet. And meanwhile, Fresh and Fit fans, oh, you're red pill, you're red pill, you're red pill, you're red pill. Oh yeah, he red pill, all right. About to red pill your wallet. Yeah, your wallet about to have a real awakening once it's empty, because this is the guy. Okay, this is the guy that is about to do it to you. Okay, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Him joining up with Fresh and Fit. Okay, the Tai Lopez, the biggest scammer that ever existed, joining up with Fresh and Fit, the biggest platform that's platform's largest scammers that have ever existed. Okay, it's like witnessing the coming of the Antichrist. Okay, that's what I'm seeing right now. Okay, it's just y'all red pill incels have no idea what's about to come to y'all. Okay, your wallet is about to be so emptied. All right, you want to forget about dealing with women. That's gonna be the least of your concerns. Okay, because then all them debts you're borrowing to go buy this dude's courses, you're gonna have to face up to that. All right, and that's what these guys don't understand. Like, it's crazy. I don't know what pill I am yet. No, you don't. No, the audience already. You read the comments. They already made that clear, bro. Oh no, you're red pill. You're totally red pill, Tai Lopez. Oh my God. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. This guy's good. More deep shots for the $2 super chat. Moody says, I always thought Tai Lopez was gay. So is not. Apparently not. Yeah. And listen, again, we don't know, because a lot of rich people, they do such things. So we don't know. Look at Wacky Three Fingers. Y'all remember Wacky Three Fingers? No one would have expected him to really like three fingers, but apparently that's what he's into. So again, we don't know, but yeah, you kind of know. So it's interesting. But yeah, Tai Lopez is. I always thought he was sus, but again, he's one of those guys you see with like really hot girls, but you don't really see doing nothing with him. He is with it. So maybe there might be something there. We just don't know. Francois Garo, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. Francois says Red Pillars always talking shit about people's wives. That is the first thing they do. That's the first thing they do. Donnie Boy, right? The first thing he decided to do when Abba Preach came at him, what did he do? He decided, well, like, you know what? Let me just go after their wives. Why not? Let me go after Abba's wife and Preach's wife. And then, you know, what he did was go a step further, found a photo because he was spying on their Instagram page of a woman who was a colleague at a comedy show. All right. Not his wife, not Preach's wife. Okay, but Donnie Boy ran with the narrative that Preach's wife was this woman, and he ran off just slandering and tarnishing her name, and she ain't got nothing to do with the Red Pill. That's what these guys do, because you always listen. Anybody here, if you watch the show, you watch all the other shows that criticize some of these people, right? You already have the stones to know that these people are fraudsters, right? If you even go on their platform and debate them, they're gonna expose themselves. So instead of actually dealing with the conversation, they go to ad hominems and personal attacks, and then they go and come after you and try to get you to where it hurts, partially to throw you off your game, and secondly is to win some brownie points with their fan base, because their fan base love it when you go personal. That's the craziest thing, because these guys would then turn around and say, oh, well, listen, what these guys are doing, that's some emotional shit, childish shit, we don't care about it. Then you piss them off, they're engaging in said emotional childish behaviors that they just dismissed to their fans as childish. I mean, come on, bro. These guys, you got to really watch out. But shout out to you, Francois. It's crazy. The hypocrisy is well around. It just goes all around. But this guy talking about, I mean, Tai Lopez. Come on, bro.
That is, but read John Casablanca. This John Casablanca probably beat DiCaprio for sure. Okay. What John Casablanca do? After 20 years, they said, how did you grow past all the model agencies? I used to go from Paris. I'd grab a quick flight up to Stockholm, Sweden. I'd walk on the street, pick 2 supermodels off, fly back home the next day. So Scandinavia has this crazy density of beauty. And I think it's because of the glaciated soils. If you look at soil fertility is the underpinning of human health, and beauty is a metric of symmetry. And so Sweden, you go there.
What?
You will find
what makes them pretty? The soil. Yeah, it's something in the soil. Like these women, I don't know if they eating dirt or whatnot, but yeah, there's something in the soil that makes them look good. I feel like sometimes this guy likes to talk to hear himself talk. That's partially what I feel. Because hey, Tai Lopez, that shit don't make sense, bro. What in the soil makes women more beautiful? I thought that, you know, when you're born, you kind of have to either look like your mom or dad or somewhere in the middle. I don't think eating soil or fucking got this guy.
Intelligent, beautiful women, because they all kind of look the same. And so if they're dumb, a dude will just trade them in for another beautiful Swedish girl.
Yeah.
So America's a tough place. America's not a beautiful place. So it's not
obesity is too accepted here. That's the problem.
Yeah, and even before then, you look. Migration patterns in the world. America was the merchant. Napoleon, the French used to call America the merchant place. Everybody who loves money ends up in New York. It's a selection. Genetics, you select for certain traits. So America attracts dopamine.
Or London,
driven people.
Hong Kong,
high greed. New York is there's only 2 cities in the world over $1 trillion GDP. One of them is New York City. Okay, it's a 1.4 trillion. It's fucking nuts.
What's the second one?
Tokyo.
Okay.
Oh, well.
But it's still New York's hundreds of billions above. So anyway, the point being is America was never selected so it is, obesity is making it worse. Yeah. But economic terms, I'm a businessman. There's an economic term called thick market, thin market. Okay. It has nothing to do with, by the way, being thick or thin. Okay. America's a thin market for beauty. So what happens is you got to find the needle in the haystack, and then that needle in the haystack, if you find it, okay, she's probably more entitled.
Facts.
So you gotta either go where beauty is thick, or they come to you.
I say go. I say all y'all motherfuckers get out of here. Go find them beautiful women overseas, because y'all all just what they call that overseas thing again? It's not podcast, but passport bro. Yeah. Go be a passport bro. Listen, if you hate the West and Western women so much because they're so entitled and fat, go and leave the rest for us, please. Go get out of here. Again, you see this nonsense. Again, how you just shitting on your own women? Yeah, we're just American women. They just suck. Okay, go to Scandinavia. They'll treat you better. Okay, or if you're MLD, go to Japan. They'll treat you better. It's like, I'm sorry, bro. I got friends who went to Japan and they're black. They don't like it, and nothing against Japanese people or anything like that. It's just even if like they're good, nice people, but you really gotta know them before you even get to know certain parts of the culture. And even if you do get to know them, you're still considered an outsider. All right. And you want to talk about racism? You go to Japan, bro. You go to China, some of these places, bro. You will experience unbridled racism. And you want to talk about where you want to go to complain? Good luck. Okay. Listen, somebody would literally walk up to you and like call you out because of your skin color. My buddy was telling me that. He was like that when he was on a bus or what trolley or train, whatever the fuck they were taking over there, right? People wouldn't even sit next to him. They wouldn't. He always had empty seats around him because no one would sit around him, right? Which is crazy. It wasn't like that in America. He's like, yo, dude, don't even think about it. You trying to go to Japan? Yeah, it's great, but don't go there for the, social bonding, because you ain't gonna find it there with the locals. Just being real. And he's true. But what do you hear from a lot of these red pillars when they're shitting on American women, right? Oh, go to Japan. The Japanese women, oh my God, they're so submissive. They're so homegrown, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? All these things that could, make the perfect barefoot pregnant woman in the kitchen, right? That's all they're looking for, all the qualities. And it's a false reality because, again, you're talking about cultures that are different. Okay, this guy's talking about Sweden and Scandinavia. I'm sorry, bro. Like, again, you got to understand, just like you tell the women the grass ain't green on the other side, that's the same for y'all. Okay, just because y'all here, listen, who's the passport bro king, right? They will put something in your drink. What is that thing they call? Is it scopolamine? Right? My accent may make me pronounce it wrong, but is it scopolamine, right? Is that drug that makes you a zombie? They do that shit in all these Latin American countries that these passport bro fly into for sex tourism. I mean, not sex tourism. These guys are looking for wives. If you believe that, they're looking for wives in Dominican Republic. They're looking for wives in Colombia. Yeah, wives all around, right? That's what they're looking for. Then they go over there, leave with their money, and get scammed. Just a minute, y'all just going over there to prostitute. That's just what it is. You're paying for hoes over there, right? Because listen, I guarantee you, if you made prostitution legalized in the United States, passport bro movement is over with. Just letting y'all know that right now, because they're going there and they're paying for sex for a lot of these women. Okay, some of these dudes, they get jumped. We actually covered a video of the little scopolamine that they put in a drug, and then you rob yourself. They take you to the ATM and you rob yourself. That's what the drug is, and y'all don't understand this stuff. Sometimes they'll even backdoor you. You might be sitting there with a nice girl you met at the club. You're sitting there, oh yeah, she's so nice, and you're dancing, you're just dancing, Before you know it, you go to the bathroom, you come back out, you take a drink, and then you're knocked out. You wake up in the morning, all your shit gone. And sometimes you could be even lucky if you wake up. These guys who are promoting the grass is greener on the other side type of nonsense mentality, stop it. It's always not. If you're going to tell that to a woman when it comes to her dating choices, I think it should apply to you guys. You need to weigh your options very, very carefully because it's not always greener. If you're having problem in the States, you should spend time working on yourself and fixing that issue, because going to another country isn't just going to make it go away. You're still going to deal with that same issue because that issue is you. You're the common denominator. If you don't work on yourself and American women don't find you attractive, you go to Japan, you go to Dominican Republic, you go to Southeast Asian countries, okay, you're going to have the same problems. Guaranteed. Okay, because it's here, not out there. The problem is always in here, not out there. And the sooner you guys realize that, the better. But let's continue because, I mean, are they going to realize it? Probably not.
Yeah.
When you make a little money, you can bring them to you.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
I agree with you on that. And that's why I like Miami so much is that, beauty is fairly common here, which is,
Yes.
rare in the rest of the United States. Anytime I go other places, I
Yes.
love Texas, but goddamn, the girls are ugly.
Texas
We
is
just
a-
came back from there.
Yeah,
Texas is a void.
Everyone's
Whoa,
fat. Like,
Buddy just said Texas got ugly girls. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What are you talking about? Some of the baddest girls I've ever met were from Texas, dog. What? And this was why I was in Texas. What kind of women were you meeting with? First of all, Myron, aren't you in a relationship? So, what do you mean you're meeting with women? Second of all, what? Women from Texas are ugly, bro. Yo, nah, bro. Hey, listen, I got buddies from Texas, and the one thing they love is talking about how great Texas is. They're not going to take too kindly to them words, bro. Especially if you're talking about them Texan women like that. Like, that's crazy he just said that. And this bozo just sitting there agreeing with them. Yeah, we just came back from Texas. Those women are so butt ugly. Oh my God. But y'all conservatives, though. Texas is like conservative capital. That should be like conservative Rome for you, okay? So you don't want the liberal Californian women, right? Liberal. I can't believe that came out of his mouth, bro. What kind of women are y'all looking at?
it's just crazy. Like, even people say, oh, there's a bunch of hot girls in LA. I think Miami beats the brakes off of LA when it comes to hot girls.
South America, we got Brazil coming here as
New
well.
York City is overrated too, in my opinion. Especially now with like
Don't
you
be
get
going
some
to New
girls
York.
there, whatever, but it's like with all the libs and obese body acceptance, it's like, bro, Miami's like the last standing place where it's
because it's very
a lot of
international.
beautiful girls. Yeah.
Miami's almost
Myron, at this point, I'm not even convinced you like beautiful girls. I'm not even convinced you like women, period.
own country. This is fucking.
Yeah.
My assistant that travels with me speaks no Spanish. By the way, a little practical tip: you want to learn another language, get an assistant she's been here 9 years from Cuba. She learns a word a year. I was like, Heidi, 9 words. You've been here 9 years. So when we come here to Cuba, Miami.
This is kind of look, Cuba.
That was an intentional joke. When we land here, she's like, I can speak with everybody. She doesn't have to use her Google Translate.
Yeah.
Miami's not America. This is a subset. This is a fucking territory. This is a territory like the Philippines.
I mean, if you go 30 miles north to Fort Lauderdale, it's a different world.
Yeah.
It's a completely different world. But the thing I do like about it is that, the women here are more feminine. Typically, they're more attractive. They take care of their looks because it's more Latin inspired. But like
the women who are in Miami right now are more feminine. What? Huh? I'm sorry. It seems as though you got it wrong. It seems like the women who are there in Miami and all these, the top 5 major cities out there in New York, LA, Chicago, all right, Texas, or what do we call it? Not Texas. That's not a city. My brain is getting fried listening to this shit. Well, you know what I mean. The major media markets out there that most companies love to get their hands on and dominate, right? Where a lot of people are. I'm going to tell you this right now. You're completely wrong, okay? You would find better good girls with values in Texas that look good than you will in Miami, guaranteed. What are you talking? It's like he doesn't even know women or where to find them. He's going to tell me that Miami girls are like the more feminine girls out of. Oh Lord. Oh, okay. I mean, effectively, you're saying that liberal women are more feminine. So I don't get it. All these talking points against women who are modern and whatnot. Those are liberal women. So you're just admitting that liberal women that live in your state of Miami are more feminine. That's interesting. So what's all this traditional woman talk that I hear all y'all talk about on your platforms, especially to the Miami girls on your platform? Why you need to talk to them if they're already feminine, Myron? Why do you need to invite them on your show? They're already feminine, right? According to him. This guy's an idiot. I can't believe he's saying this. He's an idiot.
The rest of America, obese pigs,
tough.
man, everywhere.
But Europe's good because you also get IQ, man.
Okay.
By the way,
You put me
somebody's
on.
trying to flame me. Sexy Yama, you got fucking horrific listening skills. I said the city of New York. This dude said, this guy goes, New York City's not the biggest GDP. California is. This motherfucker is a product of the school system. Confused. You got classification. You got cities. states are bigger, just to help you out.
When in doubt, just roast the fans. Just roast the audience. And you know what's crazy? I always ask this question. I'm like, yo, because I try my best to respect my fans, and I respect my audience, and I respect even trolls. I try my best, right? You know, you can troll me, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Right? It is what it is. I'm a big boy. I can take it. It's okay. All right. But like, it just for criticizing people. You see how Myron and them were so quick to side with him, a scammer, over their own fans that's calling them out. And you could have just answered that in just like a nicer way, right? I mean, you're not technically wrong, but you are, right? But again, what was the need to insult them? I don't get it. Like, these people just insult y'all and y'all just pay them for it. There's got to be some kind of mental abuse here.
I get worried, boy.
Yeah.
Some of you got to drop out of society. I always say, I tell people, society is a machine.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So it's like a car.
Okay.
And most of you listening are like on the wheel. So you're a cog in somebody else's machine. So all day you come home from work, you don't like your life because you're being ground into the dirt. But make no mistake, some dude is controlling that machine.
Oh, okay.
If you look at the top 10 wealthiest people in the world, men, they control wealth of the bottom half, 4 billion people.
So why does your buddies Fresh and Fit blame women for the issues that men are causing? Apparently, if men are at the top of the society right now, shouldn't our anger, and by our, I mean y'all, the red pill and the incels, shouldn't your anger be at the men in the top echelons of society ruining your lives instead of women who are going to college or trying to look for independence and whatnot, right? The men at the top should be your real enemy because they're the ones keeping you down. But instead, y'all are just blaming women. Again, it's like what these right wingers do, especially on the far right, where they blame immigrants, right? You're blaming immigrants. They took our jobs. It's like, huh? That person just came over the border, right? I mean, I don't get it. You know how insanely difficult it is for an illegal immigrant to get a legitimate job. All right. Usually when they get in here illegally, they work under the table for cash. Okay. Which usually it's a low skilled job. If an immigrant is able to come across the border and steal a low-wage, cash-only paying job from you, you probably weren't qualified to do it. Or B, you probably didn't want to do it. And that's usually what the case is, okay? So, again, it's the immigrant argument all over again. Oh, men's lives, they suck so bad. Blame the women. But here's the guy telling you, yeah, no, it's the people who are controlling this shit is the men. So where's the anger? Where's the vitriol? Y'all flame me for clowning a lot of these top 1% men, right? These high-value men. Y'all get mad at me for clowning them, but I see them as the real problem to masculinity. I see that, right? So, again, I think a lot of you incels need some serious reevaluation, bro. Just being honest. But let's continue about how Tai Lopez is systematically dismantling Fresh and Fit's talking points or arguments accidentally, completely accidentally. I mean, this is crazy.
So wealth's highly concentrated. You got 10 machines. Bill Gates got a machine. Elon Musk. These people are employing directly millions. And then when you look at the supply chain of Microsoft or the supply chain of Elon Musk, they're controlling the lives of hundreds of millions. So a lot of you are in a machine. You don't understand why your life sucks. You're just being ground in the dirt. You're trying to get a promotion and make a little more money.
Shout out to B2 Cool. Shout out to you. Where you been, brother? Welcome to the stream. Let's continue.
What I did is drop out of society. You got to make your own machine. I drive my own machine. People say whatever you want about me. I'm the fucking boss. I make my own money.
Right.
I still have accountability and there's still downsides. But
he has
the product of the machine is people don't know the difference between a fucking city and a state. Dude, I'm like, bro, you're so deep in the machine. You don't even know. I feel bad for you, honestly.
So because Fresh and Fit fan called you out for not, specifying yourself when you were referring to New York, right? You went on this long, convoluted explanation on why this guy who questioned you is stuck in the matrix. Y'all remember that channel we just reacted to, King of Nothing, and how he broke down Tai Lopez, especially people who criticize Tai Lopez? We're seeing elements of that right now. This dude has not changed one bit. Fresh and Fit legitimately invited a scammer who hasn't changed on their platform while pretending they're here to help men. Go figure.
All right, we'll take a quick break here for some chats. Real quick. To the Bug Club. SMA.
Nice.
He dropped himself. Mentor guy.
Guys, the change goes far, my friend. Well, we expect busy. Broken Minds Finance.
You get in Harvard. Shit, Azusa Pacific College. I got off the plane once in LA. I saw a billboard. Azusa Pacific College. If you're going to Azusa Pacific College, it's $44,000 a year. You might as well burn that fucking money in 4 years of your life. So most finance degrees are stupid. I stopped. I hire people. I had 17,000 people apply in 1 month to work for me. You think I look at
degrees?
No, I go, what the fuck have you done? Show me something.
Experience.
Yeah, you get somebody who's like, oh, Ty, I followed you and I built $1 million agency. I'm 17. I'm like, I want you. Like, I got lucky. My second mentor is this guy, Alan Nation. He wrote a magazine called Stockman Grass Farmer. He was an agricultural expert, but I was going to NC State. I went for one quarter. Then I didn't have the money. It was $1,000 for textbooks. I remember being like, I was still living in a mobile home. So who the fuck has $1,000? So I got lucky and I dropped out of NC State. But even before then, Alan Nation said, Ty, why are you going to NC State? And I said, well, people respect you if you have a degree. And he said, no, this is America. Make $1 million. It was like, America is that place where you can be a gutter dude, you make money, and people open the door. That's the one good thing versus like Europe. Europe's still going on family names. The one bad thing about Stockholm, Sweden, I love Sweden, Denmark, they still going on last names. America.
This dude is capping. You're capping hard. Hey, listen, it's not even that people respect you more if you go to school or anything like that. It's just that you have a better chance of getting a better job. So you don't end up like these scammers you see on screen that dropped out of school. You see what I'm saying? So go to school so you get a good job, because it gets you pretty much, it puts you above the rest of other applicants who are applying for the same thing, right? And what he doesn't tell you is most of the entrepreneurs, at least they went to school for a certain amount of time before they dropped out. And the reasons they dropped out is because they actually had something cooking while they're at school that end up taking over. And then again, if you're a millionaire or you're about to be a multimillionaire while you're in college, most people are like, okay, what's the point? I've already achieved the goal while going to college anyways, right? But that's not the rest of the world. The rest of the world isn't a Tai Lopez where they can easily scam people and make $1 million. Okay, the rest of the world needs actual skills. Not only that, the rest of the world, and by world I mean kind of America right now, because that's what we're talking about, the West. Okay, we need people who can work these high-paying blue-collar jobs. We need more electricians. We need more people who are plumbers. We need more people who can do the physical stuff that you complain about that the women don't do. Where are the men doing it? All I hear is men complain about jobs they ain't even doing, that women ain't doing, but they not doing it themselves. What again, you need to go to school to get those, and those jobs, even trucking, get $80,000 a year. The average income is $30K a year. Okay, so obviously when you listen to a bozo like Tai Lopez tell you there's no benefit to school, drop out of school because some millionaire mentor he met talked about, oh, school's for dummies and whatnot. You can fall for the scam where he says he has about 70 people who he hires that work for him or whatever. It's all cap. It's all cap. This guy's a liar, so you can't believe what he says. But again, don't completely discount school. It's you don't know how far it can get you. Maybe not a 4-year bachelor degree. Maybe get an associate or something. Some kind of credentials to show that you know something. It puts you a cut above the rest. Just saying. You listen to this guy. If life doesn't turn out your way, meaning if you're not one of these influencers or you're not one of these millionaires, by the time, what you're gonna realize is you've wasted everything. The chances you've wasted it listening to bozos like Tai Lopez.
God doesn't care about last. There's very little loyalty. What's a big royalty in last names? Other countries are still running off last names. So America, I don't even love half of America. I have a love-hate relationship. The one thing I love about America,
free market.
Don't show me your resume. I don't give a shit that you went to Azusa. In fact, if you show me you went to Azusa Pacific College and dropped $44,000 a year for 4 years, I'm like, you have no critical thinking skills. You're fucking out the door. Yeah. You know, I want some. I don't.
Okay, dropping money for school is not even supposed to be testing critical thinking skills, although they do. That's why they have exams and quizzes and things like that when you're in school. Okay, but mainly it's to test your endurance, your ability to stick with something for a very long period of time to achieve a degree, right? To ability to put yourself under mountains amount of works and ridiculous homeworks to endure all of that, right? I mean, y'all have Mr. Endure on your show. You should know a thing or two about a thing or two. But that's what school is all about. You want someone who has the ability to stick with something and stay with it for a very long time. Matter of fact, that's the issues a lot of employers are facing today with the younger generation, right? A lot of these guys who are coming up with barely any credentials, right? They have no concept of sticking with it and rolling with it. All right. They're not getting it at home. They're not getting it in schools, right? So again, so when you hire them, employers are facing situations where these employees they're hiring, they're just quitting and they're leaving. They're going somewhere else. And part of it is just because of the conditions that are in those areas. But the other part is most people just don't want to stick with things for a long period of time. They'll rather just hop, make a lateral movement, right? So companies looking around and saying, well, where are these people who are sticking with it and dedication? They don't have it, right? So that's why a lot of times some of them, they select for university degrees. They select for these credentials because it shows them that you have the ability to stick with something and you at least were educated. So the training or the investment that it's going to cost to train you is a little bit lower versus someone who doesn't have the experience or hasn't proven they have the ability to stick with one thing for at least a year. Okay. Most people, they work for 6 months, they quit to find a new job. I mean, come on, bro. You got to go through 4 years, 2 years, right? If you're going post-grad, right? Again, that's what school is supposed to teach you. But tards like Tai Lopez, they're not going to understand that concept. It's just something that just goes right over their heads. They're not going to get it, right? Ghost Rider, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. Ghost Rider says, Tai Lopez looks like Al Franken from SNL in the 1990s. Bro, is he? I don't know what he's doing with his hair. He's like growing that shit out. He looks kind of funky, bro. Be Too Cool with the $10 super chat. Let's get a W in there for Be Too Cool. Where have you been, by the way, brother? It says, what's up, brother Duke? Always happy to catch and support the streams. Keep cooking. You already know we doing that. Be Too Cool. Welcome to the stream. Shout out to you. Hope everything is going well for you. But like, shout out to you. But I mean, look at this. Just look at this, chat. This guy has the balls to tell you not to go to school. And then what happens if shit fails?
I don't care if you went to Harvard, but show me what you did.
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned that college, like back in 2013, that it was a scam. Because I remember, you know, I'm 33 now, but like, you know, I went to college, I graduated, got my degree, but they were pushing you to go to college really hard in the 2000s, 2010, 2013, etc. It wasn't really until social media started blowing up and influencers became a thing and people realized that they can make money online and you can build a personal brand, that they realized, whoa, college is a scam. And now everyone 10 years later, you know, you went viral for saying, yo, don't go to college. It's a scam. Everyone, you know, trying to run you up the flagpole. But now people are saying, yeah, college is a scam.
Oh, I remember having Twitter battles back when Twitter was before with like Tim Ferriss. And I was saying all this stuff. And I was like, let's do the math. Because people always say, no, Tai, let me show you a scientific report that shows that boys or women who go to college end up with higher income. But you're
like $1 million over a lifetime,
but you're not
or something.
controlling for the fact that they're richer kids to start with. So what you're seeing, that extra $1 million, is because mommy and daddy help them with their first business after they graduate college. You got to control. Now, Peter.
That's completely false. I don't think this guy gets it at all. Oh, yeah. What you don't see is that these guys, I mean, come on. They were rich to go to school to begin with. There's a thing called FAFSA. I don't know if you heard about that. I took FAFSA, and it helped me out to go to school, so that's great. Okay, and then partially, I paid for loans. I use loans, right? I use loans to go to school, and along with federal aid. So a lot of people are doing that. Not a lot of people have money to just spend on colleges right there. Okay, the amount of people you're talking about is a very, very, very small minority of people who have funds to literally pay off a kid's college and then have extra to start them up. One of my buddies, in college, after he graduated, he's from China. His parents came over, and guess what was his graduation present? His parents bought him a house. Like, he just cash, bruh. They bought him a house for his graduation present from graduating college. All right. So yeah, his parents have money, but he had to complete that degree to get it. All right. And realistically, okay, that's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like, oh, well, if you're poor, if you got the money to send your kids to college, a lot of rich people are gonna do that. But the government have this thing called FAFSA, all right, and other grants and benefits and federal aid to go ahead and level the playing field. And then you have loans and stuff that you can take. Okay. Now here's the thing: once you get into the loan category, it's gonna take a little while to get from up underneath it. But realistically, if you are taking a course or you're going for a degree that actually is going to make you a shit ton of money as soon as you get out, like something in STEM, right? You're probably going to be fine. Maybe the first 5-6 years, After college, it's going to be rocky because you're getting your bearings right, and then your student loan hits. But afterwards, the money you start to make starts to really start to cover for it, right? People get out of school making what, $45, $50 an hour, okay? People who aren't going to school are not making that wage, just being real. Okay, so don't sit there and completely discount it or think that only rich people go to college, or no. It's not it. He's lying, and she's trying to paint a narrative, and the narrative is to convince you to see school as being worthless. So instead of investing that money you could have invested on school, you're investing in one of Tai Lopez's crypto course. All right, that's what he wants the money to go. Don't spend it on school. Spend it in the school of Redpill right over here. Yeah, well, give us your money. You'll definitely get the value of it. Oh, these guys piss me off so much. I don't know why you guys like I don't know why y'all like me reacting to these guys, but I get so mad about just listening to their talking points.
Thiel, who was the business partner of Elon Musk. They built PayPal together. There was something called the PayPal Mafia. There was about 12 guys. There was Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Ken Howry, a friend of mine. These are the guys that formed PayPal. They sold it for billions. Elon made 130 million, I think. Peter Thiel started.
Elon wanted to name it X.com. Do y'all know that? So, Elon, really, I mean, I would say maybe PayPal was the main thing he was, known for. But even then, that had problems. Okay, so you quoting Elon. Elon came from that very rich family that you're talking about. His parents were multi-millionaires. Okay, the same thing with a lot of these guys who dropped out and somehow got their bearings right. They already came from great families anyway. So for them to get out and then use the money that their parents had to start a business, it goes against your talking point. You're sitting there quoting Peter Thiel, all right? And Peter Thiel, they all got money. They all had money before this, and they'll have money after this. College is meant to even the playing field for a lot of people who don't have that certain level of access. Okay, so I don't get how you're using the same people that you're telling people not to go to school, because those are the people that are populating schools, the Peter Thiels of the world. You don't make any sense, bro. Like, either they're the only people like that go to college or not. But then if that's the case, stop bigging them up as entrepreneurs that dropped out of school and then think that school was worth it. The reason that they were able to drop out of school is because mama and dada had money. That's it. Like, I don't get it. Like, these guys
paying people. He said, not only do I think you don't need to go to college, but I'm going to take like 20 kids. I'll pay them 100 G's not to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
One of those kids said, okay, I'll take your 100 grand, Peter. And he went and he started a little business and he wrote some code. And
you're a liar.
He built something called Ethereum. That's Vitalik.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
He was paid to, and did that work out for him?
Wait, is he saying he gave Vitalik Buterin $100,000? Is he claiming that? I'm sorry, Chad, I gotta rewind it. I thought I just heard him say he gave Vitalik Buterin, the guy who founded Ethereum, $100,000, or maybe he's just telling the story like he always does. Let me try it again. Ada, shout out to you for the YouTube membership. I appreciate it. Are you Nigerian, by the way? I just gotta ask. But shout out to you. I appreciate it. Let me know if you are. Isaiah, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Says facts, Dukes. Nobody wants to become doctors or lawyers outside of women, but complain they're making more money. Somebody gets it, right? That's why I always said the red pill is where men come to complain about women while comparing themselves to women, right? That's the only. If you want to ask someone, or if you ask me, what is the shortest, most concise way you can explain red pill or incels? That's the easiest way I can explain it, right? Men who are jealous of women, that constantly complain about women, but they compare themselves to women while acknowledging that they have differences. And it's like, why? If you know you're a man and you're different, right, and the world treats you differently, why are we comparing ourselves to women? We need to carry that carry it on our shoulders like Atlas and move on. That just is what it is. Like, we don't complain when the rain falls. I mean, some of y'all bozos might, but I'm not complaining because it happens all the time, right? I was born a man, and the way I'm living my life is the way life treats me, right? Am I sitting there crying like, oh, me? Why do I got a dick between my legs? God, why'd you put some coochie between my legs? Now I got to go deal with all these nonsense. No, I'm not doing that. It's like, hey, listen, I got a dick right over here. Oh, nice. Now let's go on and do what life does, right? But instead, these guys that come online and say, look, man, I got dealt a poor hand because I'm a man and I'm lonely and I'm doing it. I'm like, okay, so you either accept your circumstances, all right, or, you do something about it. But going online and constantly complaining while feeding these guys millions of dollars hasn't changed your life one bit. How? How is listening to Fresh and Fit change your life? I know most people would sit there and lie. Oh yeah, thanks to Fresh and Fit, I became a millionaire in 10 seconds. Like no, be honest, they didn't, right? And that's what's wrong with society. Like these guys, they complain about right now they're shitting on colleges, right? But what is the main thing they diss women for? Oh, women are over enrolled in college. Okay, they're over educated, but they're not smart. Don't get it twisted. Just because they're going to college at higher rates does not make them smart. And then you look at the women who are making tons of fucking money. They're getting to all these C-suite jobs. They're getting to these high-class professional jobs. The men are being pushed out of it. And then here goes the men complaining. Why don't we encourage them to go to school and get these degrees? Right? Then you want to wonder what these men are doing. You look at Fresh and Fit. They're encouraging you to stay behind the women. All right? So the women are being enrolled more, and these guys are telling you don't enroll in college. Just leave it to the women. So then don't complain if their jobs are better paying than you. That is the fruits of their labor because they've proven they have the ability to stick with something and roll with it and get a degree. So you might look at them and say they're stupid, Tai Lopez, Fresh and Fit might look at these women and say, oh yeah, you guys are dumb spending all that money for education. Okay, but then don't complain when they get these top level jobs that pay more. We can't complain about that because we're the men. We're still struggling to find blue-collar workers. You know, the job that helps hold up the world and build the world up that the men like to brag about because, you know, we're men and we're strong and we do all the stuff that makes the world go around. I don't see them applying for these jobs. Y'all are some internet clowns. Like, stop fronting for the internet, bro. Okay? You're either a man, then you go sign up for those jobs that keep society running, or you shut the fuck up. That's what makes me so sick of some of these guys who complain. Now, not saying all of the grievances are bad because there's some crazy shit that goes on that are definitely unfair. But these types of criticism that these guys put out there, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Lay, shout out to you for the $10 super chat. Let's get a W in the chat for Lay. Shout out to you for the $10 super chat. It says Myron had the best time of his life in college. He met his boyfriend there. Oh. He was in a row club, wasn't he? Wasn't he like on the row team, right? One of those row team, which is like you out here, you're shirtless with a life jacket, rolling with a bunch of dudes, right? Let me see, because I found a picture that made too much sense to me. Is it the Myron? Oh my God! Wow, this is how nice, how nice, Myron. This is so great. Thank you kindly for reminding me of. I didn't know this picture existed, but what you also reminded me of is a greater point. Myron went to school, right? He went to a pretty top university, okay? And after that, he got a great job, and he brags about it to his fans, all right? He got a great job working at Homeland Security. That's a federal job. And according to Myron, he was getting paid 6 figures off the bat. He left a 6-figure earning job to do YouTube. That's a storyline. We get it, right? So I'm sorry, I don't see a college dropout getting into Homeland Security, federal job, and just earning 6 figures. So again, these guys are hypocrites. It's just hypocrites. The hypocrisy is crazy to me, right? Myron's a college educated guy that got a good job making 6 figures out of college, and then turns around and tells you, yeah, school's a scam. $100,000 a year as a Homeland Security agent? How is that scammy? I don't get it. It seems like you got your money's worth, right? Again, their fans don't think about this. They don't think about this logically while they're listening to these liars talk, okay? I don't know about Fresh. Fresh might actually make the case of him being uneducated. I could believe that. But but Myron, you got no excuse to be agreeing with Tai Lopez. He has every reason to say, hey, okay, hold up, Tai. I see where you're coming from. But because I care about my audience, I want to make sure to get the fair content here. I also went to school. And because of school, I was able to land a sweet job as a federal agent for the Homeland Security. And it paid me 6 figures. So wouldn't you say, Tai Lopez, there's some benefits to going to school? Now, if he was honest, if Myron was an honest person, he would ask a follow-up question or at least defend people who are probably still following Fresh and Fit, but they value education over dropping out of school. But he doesn't push back. So it goes to show you that Myron, again, when they say they care about the fans and the audience, they don't. They're not looking out for you. What good is it if they're telling you, oh, don't do as I do, just do as I say? It's dumb. He went to school and got a 6-figure earning job. If you want to make 6 figures, go to school. It is what the fuck it is, bro. But let me continue. Super chat says, if he didn't go to college, then he wouldn't have been able to become a federal agent. Facts. Absolutely. You took the words right out of my mouth. All right. Again, he doesn't freaking. And I wish his audience were smarter, but that's just the wishful thinking. They ain't no way they're gonna get smarter, bro. If they can't cool this shit out, they're not getting smarter. Muad'Dib, shout out to you, brother from another mother. Muad'Dib says, cure the batter, but it's butt ass. It's butt ass. He says, cue the butt ass from Sus Marquardt. I got you, bro. I got you 100%. Here you go. This one's for you.
Butt ass.
Yo, hold on, chat. Hold on. We gotta do something here, chat. Hold up. I gotta put this in proper context, okay? We gotta get this in proper context. So let's do this. There we go. All right, we got that there, and then let's just do this.
Butt ass.
Absolutely perfect. You couldn't get it better than that. A shot to you, Muad'Dib. Let's continue.
And he started a little business, and he wrote some code, and he built something called Ethereum. And he started those kids. Pay them 100. Not only do I think you don't need to go to college, but I'm going to take like 20 kids. I'll pay them 100 G's not to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
One of those kids said, okay, I'll take your 100 grand, Peter. And he went and he started a little business, and he wrote some code, and he built something called Ethereum. That's Vitalik.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay, so he's talking about Peter Thiel. But it wasn't you, bro, because I know you ain't got, hey, bro. Nah, stop it. You did not help.
And did that work out for him? He's fucking richer than every kid who got a finance degree. So, university is a hypocritical. My cousin is now a medical doctor. He went through UCLA. He did like 4 years, 5 years in a classroom, and then he's been in residency for 8 years, where you shadow a mentor while he does stuff.
Make nothing.
Yeah, but you do nothing. But I'm saying
I mean you make nothing. Yeah, you don't make a lot of money either. In that time residency.
You know what gets me about this whole college thing?
Why don't you list off that after residency, these boys are starting out at like what it was 200,000? Some of these guys, depending on what type of specialization that you specialize in, right? If you're if you're an anesthesiologist, I'm butchering that word, you're gonna make bank. Okay, surgeons are going to be making bank. Maybe not right off the bat, but after 3 to 5 years, oh, yeah, that income's going to catch up real freaking quick. All right, dentists. Don't sleep on a dentist, bro. I just realized a lot of these dentists are making money. Okay, don't sleep on these dentists, bro. Okay, because all that inflation you see in the pricing of the toothpicks and whatnot, they're making money. Okay, so even going to school and being a dentist, you're going to be killing it. Okay, because that's important. Getting your teeth done and whatnot, that is a high demand nowadays. So again, I like how he's just not showing the full size of the side of the story here, which is crazy.
Haven't done the work themselves, but they teach you how to do the work.
Yeah,
no business. They're probably broke driving a Toyota Corolla. Okay.
Yes,
I don't want to learn from you.
And I want to say this too, as a college graduate, like I tell people, because I get this question so much, especially now with young guys. Oh, do you want to go to college, etc. I tell them, look, man, if just exactly what I agree 100%. If you don't want to be a doctor or a lawyer, something that requires a degree that will create a high income skill for you, don't even bother going. It's not worth it, because you can make money doing other things. You can get into trades, be a plumber, you can be an electrician, you can make that same money without incurring all that debt.
Somebody
it's ridiculous.
Tell Myron that trades are also a school. That's why they call it trade school. I don't know why you're saying don't go to one school but go to the other. No, they're all colleges. They're all professional accreditations that you can get from a college. So by you saying, I agree with you, Tai Lopez, don't go to school. Yeah, these guys shouldn't go to school, but you should do jobs like plumbing and electrician. You need to go to school for that, my boy. What are you talking about? These guys don't know. They don't get it, bro.
And college is, I would say, for a majority of people, it's absolutely a scam, man. So, and then another thing you mentioned about like the Ivy Leagues and stuff like that, unless you're going to like an Ivy League school, etc. But a lot of times it's not necessarily that, oh my God, I got this degree that gets you the money. It's that you have that network. Like the reason why Harvard, Yale, Dartmouth, all these Ivy League schools are so big is because they have a mafia.
That's
once you graduate that will ensure that you get a job.
Yep.
So if you get accepted by an Ivy League, you're and on top of that, Harvard has financial aid. Based on how much your family earns, and it gives you way more than FAFSA. So most of their kids get their college paid for free because they have so much endowment money. So if you can get into an Ivy League school, for sure, do it, because there's going to be a network to hook you up with a job after the fact.
I would say though, here's the thing. I agree with the networks part, but here's where I also disagree, because you can also get that network if you're part of a fraternity, right? Because even the job that my big bro's got right now, he managed to get that job because he went to a normal state school, but he got that job because he was part of a frat. Okay, so that's a network, and a lot of colleges have fraternities. Sometimes the same fraternity spans across multiple colleges. Okay, so if you want to talk about getting out of college and building a network or having a network to find a job, a fraternity might be a better option for you, because I've seen it work for my brother. He was able to get a high-paying job just because of the connections he has to his frat. So it's not something that's only limited to Ivy League schools like Myron's talking about. And where I also disagree is Ivy League schools, I would think, breeds more idiots than anything else. Okay, did we not see the Cambridge debate and Oxford debate over there with Ben Shapiro and some of these kids coming there all emotional and hot-headed? All right, it just proves that whatever they're learning in school, it ain't history. Just be real with y'all, right? Because look at all the just incoherent questions a lot of these kids were asking, and they were supposed to be the best amongst us. So I'm sorry, I'm not 100% convinced that paying extra money for an Ivy League school that you're going to have a hard chance getting into, because it's tougher than getting to the NBA, is crazy. Maybe not tougher than getting to the NBA. That was a crazy statement, but still, right? You know what I'm saying? It's tough to get into these schools, but again, I think these schools, they've lost the plot. I think you're better off getting associate's degree from a community college and then transferring to a state school and then finishing up your studies. As long as you have the degree in a field that works, you're going to be fine. Okay, this networks thing is talking about, again, more things to fearmonger on why you shouldn't go to school. Meanwhile, the guy telling you that went to school and got a 6-figure job, and he did it with just a 4-year bachelor's. So again, they're saying, do as I say, not as I do. Y'all need to wake up to that. It's a scam.
But if not, dude, most colleges are a scam.
Yep.
What else do we got here, man?
We ain't shitting on doctors. There should be doctors.
Absolutely.
But what I still drop out of the system. It doesn't mean you need medical doctors. The question is, what's the most efficient way to build talent? This AI thing, you are sleeping on that. AI is going to be doing all your surgery soon.
Wow.
I mean,
Just
be
like
careful
in the
about
movies.
this AI thing.
Like in the movies.
This dude just says AI is going to be doing our surgery soon. Can you tell me how the AI is going to do that? Tell me the mechanisms or how it's going to function that AI is going to be performing on my surgeries. Is it going to be AI embedded in a machine that's going to automatically perform the surgery, or is it going to be AI embedded in the doctor's mind through Elon Musk's Neuralink chip, and then he's going to do the surgery? How is that going to work? The technology's not there. AI isn't what you think it is, bozo. You need to wake the fuck up. Like, this guy's just spewing shit that he has no idea what he's talking about, bro. We're not there yet, bro. Stop it.
Yeah. It's happening now. Okay, we got who next, Mister.
He goes, hey, fellas, if you had no game but wanted to learn it overseas instead of the West, what would be your, what was it?
Approach.
Approach,
Where
okay.
would you travel to, and who would you learn from? Thanks, dogs. Okay, so he wants to learn game, and he's overseas. What should be your approach, and who should you learn from? He could read a Mystery's book, right? I think that could work over there as well.
I mean, it depends on where you want to go. I mean, but in general, like we talked about before, like you have to have attraction triggers, right? That women look for in men, right? And I think Mystery had 7 of them, being a leader of men. Obviously, income, status, all these things. Being a caretaker of others, taking care of your loved ones. So like, regardless of where you go, I've always said, like, if you're going to go to like third world, whatever, you're going to go to Thailand and these places, you still have to have some understanding of female nature, because what it allows you to do when you go to poor countries in American is allows you to fuck up more without necessarily dealing with consequences.
Yeah.
Right. Because the sexual marketplace is more in your favor. You have higher status there, so you can get away with more mistakes.
I think the game is a game, and no matter where you go.
Yeah.
But each country has its own set of laws you want to learn as well. For example, let's say you go to Colombia. The culture is over there.
Who the fuck are these niggas? Wait, who are these people over here? Why is she just chilling there? Is this Tai Lopez's girl? Is that his girl right there? Who is this? What is happening?
There, if you're American, if you're of another place, you might have a status just because you're American.
Yeah.
So knowing that could help your game as well. But what do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all horses for courses. What kind of racehorse you looking for? You got to go to the right race course. So like Latin America has its own vibe. Like if you're looking for a very family oriented, Latin's a thick market for that. If you're looking for more intellectual, Europe is a more intellectual place. Asia, I was just in Kuala Lumpur.
He says Europe is a more intellectual place. I don't know if you I don't know if you've seen Europe lately, but they're not doing so well. I don't know about all that intellectual, but okay. I mean, they definitely know a little bit more than most Americans. That's for sure. Americans are not. They're definitely not the brightest, okay? And that's because Americans, they don't give a shit. A lot of Americans don't. They have a I don't give a fuck, I'm American attitude. And it is what it is because it's America. At the end of the day, we're the top dogs. It is what it is. So you can go around and do shit. It's just that people won't like you, right? But again, I think even in Europe, you run into some pretty dumb people. I don't know why you just downplaying America like that. Like, god damn, bro.
Poor. Asia is very similar to like Latin America.
Okay.
It's kind of like family oriented. I was in Kuala Lumpur speaking at this nomad capitalist thing. So yeah, you got to know what you want. I mean, I even find Canada sometimes has pretty chill people. The thing about America, you're better off if you look.
Canada is more chill than America. Really? Listen, okay. I could do things here in America that I would most definitely never get away with in Canada. The fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, God. It's like maybe we have a natural hate for America. I don't know. I understand it. It's just, then why are you here, bro? That's my main question. Why are you here? Go to Scandinavia, go to Sweden, and deal with those blonde girls. Okay, I mean, they're eating the soil and whatnot, making them all look the same. But is that what it is, right? Just go for the blonde girls. Go to Sweden or whatever you want to go. Like, what are you talking? No one cares. The people who are not having a problem here, they don't give a fuck. And the people who you're likely talking to are probably not gonna do that. Okay, it is what it is. They're probably not gonna. They like to live vicariously through a lot of these people online. They don't actually want to go out there and live their life. They can just live it through you, right? I mean, why go outside and actually work on myself when I can just watch you? That just is what it is. So again, if you think the women in America are so bad, and I date a lot of girls in America. I don't feel the need to go out and travel and whatnot, right? So again, if you think it's so great over there, just go. I don't know why you're still here trying to convince us that it's great. If anything, you could convince us it's great by being over there and deal with them women over there. Okay. It just is what it is. All y'all just do the same thing. It's weird.
Looking for long-term mating in the middle of America. You know,
Yeah.
you're better
Yeah,
off
Midwest.
Yeah.
Midwest. And it's actually Dr. Helen Fisher, one of my mentors. I told you she's the chief scientist for Match and Tinder.
Yeah.
Higher levels of serotonin. So you got to chase serotonin because high dopamine place, women and men with high dopamine, they need novelty all the time. So they're more likely to cheat.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a long-term mate, you're looking for a place where it's not a dopamine. So bigger cities are tougher. Miami will be tougher.
Absolutely.
A lot of dopamine women. So you get that beauty, but they'll be high dopamine.
Well, I thought Miami had the feminine women according to Myron.
So if you're looking for like who you could have a kid with, you need to go to a part of the world where it's high serotonin. High serotonin, high oxytocin is another thing, higher estrogen. Midwest of the U.S. has that. Like Chicago would be a good city. Now, the problem with the Midwest in America is you got to deal with the horrible food system. Just, I mean, people are becoming three different people. You know, like one girl, like, which one am I talking to?
Yeah.
You know, so
you know, Mexico has a higher obesity rate than America. Just throwing that out there, random fact. But again, I don't get it, because if you're looking for a wife, okay, that's fine if you want to shop for beauty or shop for all these other things that make a good woman. But you don't have to travel too far to find one. Okay, you don't have to. It's just what values that work for you. Hell, you could even be in your area right now, where you're at right now. Okay, whether it's Miami or New York or California or wherever you are, these big states or big cities, it doesn't matter. You will find the right one. It's just based off of what you are looking for, because I guarantee you there are a lot of those girls there. Not every girl in Miami is a hoe. Not every girl in LA is a hoe, and not every girl in Chicago or Seattle or any of these big cities are hoes. You can find good conservative girls that just happen to live in big cities. It's fine. It is what it is. You know why people live in big cities? For work, jobs, because they're found in big cities. I'm done with this clown. I'm done with this. I just can't believe that Like this episode actually happened, right? It's crazy to me. But yes, there you have it, folks. Tai Lopez is officially in the red pill, and you've heard some of his red pill ideas when it comes to dating, considering the fact that he started multiple scam dating agencies and no refunds whatsoever was given to their clients. It's only fitting that he ends up on a podcast like Fresh and Fit, where they also don't give refunds for the people who paid for their stupid ass 100K party. So scammers all around. But you let me know, chat. For those of you guys who came for the show, shout out to you. The show's over. We're good. But for those of you guys who love my ones and twos, all right, we got to talk about this because I need to know where you guys are thinking. Okay. Do you think that okay? Do you believe that Tai Lopez here? Okay. Do you believe that he completely knows, or do you think he completely knows that he's grifting into the red pill and he will be successful eventually? Because a lot of these incels are going to be following up with that. If you think that this is his statement to make that official grift into the space, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. I definitely think that's what it is. Or if you think, oh, no, dude, come on. There's no way Tai Lopez would grift into this. I don't even think Tai Lopez is a grifter. I genuinely think that he's a businessman, Duke. And I think that he's actually here to come to the red pill to save us, okay? He is the red pill messiah, and he's here. Wait, I thought that was Andrew Tate. No, he's in prison. Or he's about to be in prison. Never mind. You got to find a new one, right? I mean, think about it. If Andrew Tate goes, Tai Lopez will make the best replacement, right? He was the one before, and he'll be the one after Tate, right? So it just makes perfect sense that Fresh and Fit are making this move right now. But what do you think, okay? Do you think that this is official grift into the red pill? Put a 1. If you think that no, I think that, I don't think he's grifting. I think that Tai Lopez, he's genuinely want to help men, and he genuinely want to, see men succeed. That's why he's giving us free business tips. I mean, I went to his website, and it was all hidden behind a paywall, but I can get this stuff on free for YouTube. So I definitely think that Tai Lopez is a great guy. Put a 2 in the chat. No judgment here. I just want to see where you're thinking of. And without being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget, next show, we are roasting Hassan and a lot of his followers because I think you guys are crap. Not some of you guys who are in some of y'all in the chat right now. Shout out to you. But listen, some of y'all who send me these threats and these death messages and shit like that, fuck you. Just eat my ass, because you know what that does? It makes me want to cover Hassan more. You're not helping yourself by just thinking that you could just insult your way through bullying people to get what you want. That's crazy. You should know me by now. I've dealt with worse than some weirdo who follows Hassan and is mad because my God, Hassan was telling me right, Duke. You're such an asshole. You're such a dude. What the fuck did they call me? He called me a fucking How, bruh? How, dog? You're fucking tard. Listen, all y'all people are too radicalized. You need to chill out. Take a chill pill, all right, and come back to the center, okay? That's where we are. We're right here in the middle. I don't care if you like my opinions. I don't care if you don't like it, okay? Did you get the message? And how did the vibe with you? Did it work? All right, go ahead. Exit stage left. If it didn't work, go ahead. Exit stage left. I just care if you got the message or not. All right, with that being said, I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.